this ain't me. Tell me how we went from trapping to rapping on BET. Last week I told investing to the Kansas City Chiefs. Golden rule to invest and make that money while you sleep. They say trap a perfect mixture of Warren Buffett and Meech. No more shoebox money, them portfolios elite. Golden rule to invest and make that money while you sleep. I'm gone.
What's good, family? It's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper, and welcome to another amazing episode of Trapping Tuesday. Man. We are blessed with a phenomenal opportunity today to hear about the market and talk about the market and talk about building our wealth. But before we get into that, man, I want to tell each and every one of y'all, thank y'all, man. Thank y'all for tuning in each and every week. Thank you for making us a part of y'all day. Thank you for making us a part of y'all environment. Thank you for making us a part of your life, right? We are 190, what episodes in, Jose? 198 episodes in, man, and there is no way possible that we can do this without y'all. So some of y'all watch us at work. Some of y'all watch us while you're cooking dinner. Some of y'all watch us while y'all watching the kids. Some of y'all watch us while you watching the kids and making the kids watch us. And we appreciate all that. You watch us on your lunch break. You watch us while you're driving in the car. And we just want to appreciate that, man. So shout out to y'all, man, because without y'all, we don't have no purpose. Without y'all, Wall Street Trapper doesn't exist. Without y'all, there is no Freedom Center. And without y'all, we can't walk in the thing. There is no Wall Street looks like us now. So I want to tell y'all that, man, we appreciate y'all for sure. Tonight, before we get into the charts, before we get into the money, before we talk about what's going on in the environment, I want to say that we are sitting in a golden opportunity. We are sitting in a golden opportunity that this is truly, I'm not going to say once in a lifetime opportunity because people often use that word too much, but we have a golden opportunity. We have an opportunity that comes around every 20, 30 years. I'll definitely say that. And a lot of times we are looking for it to be perfect. And opportunity often come disguised as hardship. It often come disguised as an obstacle. It often come disguised as hard work. It often come disguised as everything other than what a great opportunity looks like. And it requires you to be able to see through what the now is to see the future. And so I truly believe in my heart of hearts, we have been blessed with an opportunity that very few generations get. The people who, when the railroad industry first was born and when the industrial age was first born, a lot of people didn't know about stocks, so they couldn't get in stocks, so they couldn't make that investment. And then when you pivoted and you got into that era of the dot-com bubble, when that really got big and the internet really got big, a lot of people missed that era because they didn't believe, they couldn't see outside of what was going on right now so they can see the tomorrow. And here we are right now faced with the same opportunity that those people had, and we are making the same mistakes that they made. But a lot of it is due to our trauma around money, our trauma around our environment, our trauma around where we came from, because trauma makes us operate in danger. But opportunity is on the other side of danger, but opportunity often comes in disguise. But trauma makes us move out of survival mode. Trauma makes us protect ourselves. Trauma makes us not be harmed. Trauma makes us not want to take the chance. Trauma makes us not want to take the risk because we want to be safe. But I have learned that safety is the killer of greatness, right? And you can never truly get the thing that you want out of life if you always want to feel safe. You got to take a risk. You got to take a chance. You got to take oh man. You know, I talked about last week taking the risk on money was easy, but taking the risk on love was hard. But I know that in order for me to get to where I want to get at in life, if I want to do and have the things that's designed for me, I have to take the risk and be the most vulnerable man I can be. Because then I'm allowing myself to open up to some things. Well, some of you, it's the same thing when it comes to investing and it comes to the market. You can look at me, make a post for a $500,000 gain, and you like, Trav, how do you do that? I'm like, well, the risk for that is easy because I know the market is designed to go up. And if the market is designed to go up, then all I got to do is play the game long enough and I can win it. And a lot of times, a lot of you are operating from a financial trauma perspective, so you can't stay in the market long enough to go through and endure what it takes to get on the other side. And so now instead of living a life full of gratitude, you live a life full of regret. And the regret is a killer of 1,000 wounds. So I want us to be grateful for this opportunity that we have. I truly believe in the next 5 to 7 years, we can be the wealthiest generation of ever. And I'm not talking about the 1%. I'm not talking about the people who are already wealthy. I'm talking about us that's coming from poor, impoverished neighborhoods. I'm talking about us that's coming from middle-class neighborhoods. I'm talking about us that's coming from that poverty-stricken environment, that disenfranchised environment, that underbanked environment, that undereducated environment, that undermedicated environment. I'm talking about those of us that come from that environment. We truly have the opportunity to be millionaires in the next 5 to 7 years. But we got to get past our trauma and wanting to be safe, and we got to be willing to take a risk because the risk is where the opportunity lies. It's where it hibernates like a bear. Now, I will often say that this is not the stock market of the old. So while I'm grateful for the Warren Buffetts, while I'm grateful for the Peter Lynch's, they gave us golden rules to live by, but the game has evolved. You no longer have to wait on an 8% return in a year. You can get 8% return in a day. You don't have to wait on that. You can beat the market in a day. You can double, triple, quadruple what the market is doing. Why? Because we are in this era where the market is paving the way for tomorrow. And in order to be prepared for tomorrow, you got to get ready for that today, because when tomorrow comes, you will be too late. So I want us to be grateful for this opportunity. Being grateful to this opportunity also means we're willing to take advantage of this opportunity. Taking advantage of this opportunity means we're willing to do everything that's necessary to put ourselves in position. It means we cannot be focused on the things that take us off the trail. Now, the one thing I know about America is America puts us in a jam where we can often be distracted. Distracted by the things that we don't want, but the things that we are tempted by. I'm going to say it again. We'll often be distracted by the things that we don't want, but the things we are tempted by, and that keep us away from the things that we really want. Temptation. What does that look like to you? Like, how easy are you distracted? You can't take advantage of the opportunity. You can't be grateful for the opportunity because you're dwelling in the distraction. You're dwelling in the place that takes you away from it. So when I say I want us to be grateful for this opportunity, I want us to get our feelings out of it. I want us to lock in on it. I'm gonna be real with you today. I didn't come to like scream at you today. I didn't come to fuss at you. Today I came to present you with the opportunity that you're not taking advantage of. I want you to understand that there's a man in office who has tripled, quadrupled his wealth since he's been in office in 18 months. And you can do the same thing. I'm telling you, there's a man in office right now that's telling us everything that he's about to do. And instead of you following the lead, you mad at who's in office. And I'm telling you, being mad at who's in office doesn't change your pocket. Because when the next person comes in office, you'll find a reason to be mad at him too. And when the next person comes in office, you'll say, well, he's better than them, but you'll be mad at them too. I just want you to understand that no matter who's in office, you still got to get your money right. First you get right with God, next you get your pockets right. Because God didn't never tell you to be broke. So I want us to be grateful for this opportunity. I want us to walk in this opportunity. Here we are in June. This is the 6th month of the year. We're in the halfway mark. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. A lot of money has been made this year, especially in the last 90 days. A lot of money has been made this year, especially in the last 90 days. And my question to you is, are you taking advantage of the opportunity? And if you're not, I don't want you to think it's too late, because we're in the first inning. We got a long way to go. They're still figuring this thing out. Grateful for the opportunity. I'll be honest with you, man. This morning I looked at my account. I checked my daughter's account, and I checked my personal investing account, my primary account, not the one we show y'all. And I looked at the account and I said, golly. And I saw how it had doubled in the last 90 days, myself and my daughter. Doubled in the last 90 days. And I just said, man, no trading, just long-term buying hoes. And I just said, man, I'm grateful for this opportunity. This is the portfolio that I don't show. This is my daughter's account that I don't show. And I was like, dang, man, like I'm just grateful for this opportunity. Are you taking full advantage? I need you, in order to really be grateful for an opportunity, it means you gotta stand in it. It means you gotta focus on the things that's coming to you. And sometimes in order to be grateful for an opportunity, what we also have to do is strip away people, places, and things that distract us. Because sometimes we can't sit in the opportunity because we're so busy trying to help somebody with their opportunity. Now, I get it. That's my people. The number one law of the land is self-preservation. I can't get you right if I don't get me right. That's why they tell you in the airplane, fix your mask first, even before you do your child. Fix your mask first. Because if you don't fix your mask first, you can't help nobody else. And I want you to be able to say, I can help you because I've helped myself. I can help you move forward. I can give you better instructions. I can help you navigate this space because I've helped me first. We both not in survival mode. Again, I ain't come to fuss. I ain't come to holler. I just want to give you some perspective tonight. We are in June. We are halfway through the year. This is the halfway mark. What are the adjustments that you got to make right now? What are the tough conversations you got to have right now? Who are some people you got to have real tough conversations with? And say, hey, listen, I still love you. I still care about you, but I got to move this way now. And it's not for me to be able to cater to how you feel. It's not for me to cater to how you need to be. I can't cater to you in this season like I catered to you in last season, because if I cater to you in this season like I catered to you in last season, then I'm going to still be in the same situation at the end of this season. What are some of those tough conversations that you got to have? Well, you got to hold your pause, because you know that if you get through this the right way, you can help everybody. I'm grateful for the opportunity. Growth and evolution, evolving. It's tough, it's hard. Some of our biggest problems is we have this emotional trauma bond where we don't want to let certain things go. We don't want to let certain people go because we grew up with them, or we did this thing with them, or man, you was with me in this season of my life, and we like, yo, I got to stand on that. But at the same time, in standing on that, you're not giving yourself a clear path to where you need to be going. Being grateful for the opportunity means I was grateful for that season, but now I've introduced myself into a new season, and in this season, I have to blossom a different way. How do I blossom? How do I evolve? How do I grow? How do I propel? How do I excel in this season? Because I'm grateful for the opportunity. A lot of times we waste the opportunity because we are holding on to a thing, to a people, a person, a place that does not serve us in this season. We're holding on to a mindset that doesn't help us evolve in this season. We're holding on to a perspective that doesn't serve us in this season. Being grateful for opportunity means you have to be all in the present moment. You have to be all in on what it takes for you in this season to get to the next season. So I'm saying whether it's stocks, whether it's business, whether it's real estate, whatever that is, you see the opportunity, you must be willing to walk into it fully, wholeheartedly, and with everything that you have. Because greatness is a byproduct of sacrifice. Greatness is a byproduct of sacrifice. I was listening to Kobe. When it comes to discipline, when it comes to, man, just being great, bro. I like Kobe is I love listening to his speeches. I love listening to his mindset. I love listening to how much a killer he is when it comes to taking advantage of an opportunity. He said, man, when I had a game-winning shot and I missed it. It was an air ball. He said, but I realized it was right in line. I shot 3 of them. It was right in line. He said, I didn't blame my team. I didn't blame nobody else. It was me. I didn't prepare for the opportunity. And the man said, how didn't you prepare? He said, because I didn't realize that in high school I played this many games, but in the NBA I had to play 82 games, plus I had to play a playoff game. So I had the form, but my legs wasn't right. So I ain't prepared for the opportunity. So what I did over the summer was I shot double the shots I would shoot. Every day in the gym. I shot double the shots. And then once I felt like I got good at shooting double the shots, I shot triple the shots. So I found myself shooting 1,000 shots, and I went to 2,000 shots, and I went to 3,500 shots. And then when I got presented with that opportunity again next year, I had the legs, I had the shoulders, I had the stamina, because my form was still the same. That's what I mean by being grateful for the opportunity. Not whether I win or lose, it's about preparing for it when I see it again. That's what I mean by being grateful for the opportunity. Even if I lose in a moment, what do I have to do to correct myself to show back up? Because the one thing I know about life is it'll give it to me again. And the next time it give it to me, I want to be full and present and say, this what needs to be done. That's what I mean by being grateful for the opportunity. It's not about winning. It's not about losing. It's about when I don't do the right thing, how do I show up the next time prepared and better? Our biggest problem is we see the opportunity, but we're not showing up prepared for it. And if you're not showing up prepared for it, that means you ain't grateful for it. That's the part they did miss. If you're not showing up prepared for it, that means you're not grateful for the opportunity. And again, we have an amazing opportunity in front of us. We see the world shifting to something new. So I don't need you to try to debate with your friends and family because they don't get it. I need you to prepare. I need you to get around people that's prepared. I need you to get around people that's putting themselves in position. I need you to get around people that's making a sacrifice. I need you to get around people who understand what this can do to their life. And I need you to change with those people so you can come back and save the other people. But you got to save yourself first. Grateful for the opportunity. This week I had a show. I had the privilege of being able to teach a sermon. And inside of that sermon, I was able to talk about the story of the talents, right? The 5, the 2, and the 1. And I talked about the heart posture. And I talked about in that same verse of Matthew, I talked about, is Matthew 25, I would say it again, with the servant with the 1, he said, Master, I was afraid. So when presented with an opportunity, I call that talent season. And talent season is a season where God gives you the thing that you pray for, but because the trauma of your past is so heavy, you can't take full advantage of it. So you waste the thing that you prayed for. Now the thing about that servant was, I know many a times that servant said, if I had the opportunity to do this, this, and this, I would take full advantage of it. But when met with that opportunity, he froze because the trauma of his past showed up. And because it showed up, he couldn't take advantage of the opportunity. It wasn't that he was lazy, but your fear looks lazy to somebody who's willing to take action. Your fear looks lazy to somebody that's willing to take action. Somebody that's equipped, somebody that's wired, somebody that's triggered, somebody that has an innate nature to take action. When you don't take action, even though it's fear, they're like, yo, you lazy. So when the master told them, hey, you wicked and slothful, give me what you got so I can give it to them because they know how to take action. It wasn't that he was lazy, he was scared. So that tells us at some point in his life, that first servant endured something that made him stale. It made him paralyzed when it came time to take action. But if you look at the other 2, it says that immediately, once they got the talents, they took off and went to multiplying it. That tells me something about their life that tell me about his life. It said that immediately, go look at the verse. It said immediately, the master gave them 5. Immediately, he went double. The master gave him 2. Immediately, he did the same thing. I mean, they had something in their life, the thing that they had been thinking on. If master ever gave me the opportunity, it never said that master told them what to do. He said it gave it to them, and then they immediately took action. I mean, it's something about them that they knew how to take action. They was accustomed to take action. That means while they was sitting in their cell, or while they was sitting in the bunk, or while they was sitting wherever, they're like, hey, if he ever give me the opportunity to do this, that, and that, I'm full throttle. So some of us take advantage of the opportunity, and I don't care what it look like on the backside, because I'm willing to take the risk. And some of us, when we get the opportunity, the trauma of our past is bigger than the present. Grateful for the opportunity is all I'm saying. You keep wishing on a thing, you keep praying on a thing, you keep asking to God for the thing, but when God give you the thing, you freeze up because the trauma from the past is not, wait, I don't want to lose the thing that I've been blessed with. You thinking the talent is the opportunity, when really it's what comes with what you do with the talent, that's the real opportunity. Because look how the opportunity showed up. Hey, give me what you got that you didn't take advantage of. I'm going to give it to him that did something with 2. I'm going to give it to him that did something with 5 because they did a lot with a little and you did nothing with what I gave you. It ain't that I gave you 5. It ain't that I gave you 2. It ain't that I gave you 1 because he turned 5 into 10. He turned 2 into 4. That means they both did 100-fold. They both took action. You took 1 and gave me back 1. And he said to him, why didn't you hold this the one I really wanted to hit and I didn't get a chance to dig on that? He said, hey, check this out. I dug it in the hole because I know what you do. You're a harsh man and you reap where you would not sow. Let me just tell you something about broke people. They will blame the reason why they not taking advantage because they can count everybody else's pocket. You know what the master doing with his bread. You can count what he doing. You can count what he got going on. You know you reap what he not sown. You know all this stuff, but you can't tell me you got scared. You ain't scared to think about what's going on in my pocket, but you scared to take action when I'm trying to put some money in your pocket. I just want you to be grateful for the opportunity. We got an opportunity here, y'all. And I don't want you to bury it because of your fear. I don't want you to bury it because of your financial trauma. I don't want you to bury it because of what you inherited from your past. I don't want you to bury the opportunity because of the things that done hurt you in the past. I don't want you to bury the opportunity because you missed out on some stuff a long time ago. I don't want you to bury the opportunity because you made a trade and the trade ain't go right. I don't want you to bury the opportunity because you invested in a company and the company ain't go right. I don't want you to bury this opportunity. I want you to turn that 5 into 10 and I want you to turn that 2 into 4 because it ain't about what you do with the 5 or the 2. It's about the reward you get for taking action. You get blessed when you take action. You get more opportunity when you take action. The opportunity gets taken away from you when you don't take action. So today, in episode 198, I want us to look at ourselves. I want us to analyze ourselves. And I want you to, from this moment on, I'm going to be grateful for the opportunity and I'm going to take action. It's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper, episode 198. Let's get to it, man.
Goodness gracious. That boy say, your fear looks like laziness to someone who takes action. Hey, bro.
I wanted to say that Sunday.
Oh.
I wanted to say that Sunday. It didn't come out, though.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I wanted to say that Sunday. It didn't pop out. Like, it didn't come out. I had so much going on in my head.
Bro, you had so many in this joint right here. The chat going crazy, fire emojis all over the place. Everybody like, yo, we want the sermon. Hey, bro. Oh.
I forgot to say that Sunday. It was supposed to come out. I don't know why it didn't.
Ooh. Okay.
Let's get to it, man.
Well,
we got a great show. We got a great show.
Yeah. How you feeling?
Man, I'm good, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good, bro. I had a good weekend.
Very, yeah.
Let me rephrase that. I had a great weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I had a great weekend, man.
Mm-hmm.
I think God is doing something in my life.
Yeah.
And I just want to walk in it, bro.
Yeah.
Unapologetically.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to one of my brothers yesterday, who a pastor, and he said, bro, I got a phone call about you. And he said, you know, he said, I just want you to know, with that comes a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He said, but you equipped for it. But just know it and he said, it doesn't have to look like you think it look like. He said, you have a voice, bro. It's on you.
Mm-hmm.
It's on you. He said, and nobody else can do it but you. He said, I just want you to prep yourself for, it's crazy that you had this, the name of it. He was like, I want you to prep yourself for this opportunity. Mm-hmm. And anything I could do to help you, let me know. He's like, because the phone call I got, she said, man, it says you that guy. Yeah. He said, but this ain't nothing I ain't know already. You know what I'm saying? And he was just like, bro, I'm willing to risk. He said, just how Tud risked his stage Sunday,
mm-hmm.
I'm willing. He said, the crazy part, I've been wanting to do it. He said, I'm ashamed to say it though, but seeing that made me like, yup, I'm next.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, bro, just know it comes with something, but there's a few things you have to tweak, but I want you to stay there. Stay in that pocket. Because only you can talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So that was like, I've been sitting in that all week, man. I've been sitting in that since I got back, and I just been like, God, like, what you doing, bruh? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and usually when you a little nervous, that means God got you right where he wants you at.
Yeah.
And I'm fearless. So usually when you're a little nervous about taking a step towards something, it's like, yep, God got you right where he wants you at. And so I'm just trying to like see what that look like to me, you know what I'm saying? And see what that look like, bruh. So I really just been,
Was it like one of them pivotal moments in your life?
I definitely think that was a pivotal moment, and it's crazy. Like, for me, it's crazy how God be working, like, right? And I'm gonna be honest with you. There was a moment where, like, I would see Bishop preach, and I would be like, bro, I could do that. And, like, I would see Darius preach, and I would be like, oh, I could do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I knew, like, I got the cadence. I knew that I have the wordplay, and I know I have the ability to storytell. But again, we talking about some great orators with those two. So
Giants.
never trying to compare myself to them giants. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like telling myself, like, one day I won't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so I started studying my word a lot. And I remember Pastor Don told me this one time. He said to me, your biggest problem, Trap, is gonna be because you create content, you gotta look at the word for the word and not look at the word for content. Because you're gonna miss the revelation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you trying to, yeah.
He said that's gonna be your biggest thing. Your biggest thing is because your mind is wired around content. You know, everything you do, everything you see, you in your mind, you get it, and then you say, how do I put it out there to my people in a way that they can understand? He said, so your biggest issue gonna be trying to decipher the word from revelation and then deciphering the word for content. And when he said that, I was like, dang. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
So that was real big on me, bro. But yeah, man, I just feel so good. When we did the sermon, we got a snippet of the sermon?
We got a snippet.
Yeah, so we did, the crazy part about it, bro, like, I wasn't nervous. Like, I felt like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I remember texting Pastor Keon. He said, man, I just saw that clip. He said, first of all, where you get that suit from?
Yo, everybody been talking about the suit.
Tom Ford, bro, they know what I do, man.
Crazy.
They know that, man. Tom Ford, tailor-made to the T, you hear me? But he hit me and he said, man, he said, that was good, bro. He said, that was good, bro. I like that. I like where you're going. And so I think that there's an evolution happening inside me. And I just want to steward it the right way, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just want to steward it the right way. So I feel good about that, bro.
Let's go. Well, look, after that, we got to run the clip. Run
the clip then. I have an amazing opportunity here where I get the ability to talk to you about something that your pastor often can't talk about, money. It's not that he can't talk about money. It's not that she can't talk about money, but for some strange reason in this culture today, when people who are sent to us by God talk to us about money, we have a skewed perspective of them. How is it that we can say that this person, believe that this person is sent to us by God to give us the way to move, the way to navigate, and how to be discipled, but yet when they talk to us about money, we look at them as evil? If we truly say we are going to live, operate, and breathe according to this book, how can we be mad at anybody that talks about money? Let me give some context. There's only one perfect man that ever walked the face of this earth. Hallelujah! Ooh. I don't know how that happened. Can we agree? Yes! That means we all flawed, but he was perfect. Is there a little I like some of the things he said, but not all of the things he said when we listen to Christ. Well, Christ gave us about 38 parables. 16 of them was about money. How can we listen to Christ when he talks about faith? How can we listen to Christ when he talks about humility? But why don't we listen to Christ when he talks about money?
Woo! We need to see everybody clapping their hands. We can't see y'all or hear y'all, but clap, shout. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, how y'all did when the Knicks won. Like, for real, y'all had to feel that. Everybody been asking for the sermon. I already said I'm going to put it out for channel membership and Patreon as far as this week fully.
We have it?
It's going to be done. Yeah.
Because I was trying to go on their page, they didn't have it.
Yeah, they don't have it. But, yeah. Exclusive.
So it's going to be for Patreon members and...
Channel members. Yep, YouTube channel members and Patreon will have it this week.
Okay. What do like a 60 minutes?
About that. Yep.
About 60 minutes?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Watch it with your family. Let's go.
Watch it with your family.
Yep.
I like it. All right, man, let's
shout out to people.
I saw somebody say, why in this clip the voice and energy change? Y'all tripping. I saw a lot of people sitting like, wait, they ain't the Trapping Tuesday energy. That's trap.
No, it's definitely a different trap preaching. I told you that before. I'm like, yo, sometimes it's like a different, like on here, you're going to start out slow, take it up, aggressive, bye. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. On that joint, you kind of let that thing simmer. It's like grandma putting that roast in the oven. You know what I'm saying? You let them simmer in that thing.
I don't know. I think when I'm doing that, my goal is to make sure I articulate it the right way, because I still be deciphering a word as I'm breaking it down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I won't get, I'm trying to work through it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So anyway, let's highlight our people right quick, man. We got Carolina Blue in the building. I see you. Paul Bricks. I see you. Torrey Simmons. I see you. Ash. Thank you for the super chat, love. Love you so much. Wallstreet Mac. I see you. Chris and Daniel. I think that's it. Black Mac. Guyver. Wow. Okay. Black MacGyver. Nate the Great. What's good, man? Architect. Mark L. White. Miss Jones Natural Positions. Chopper Fellas. Marcus Watson was good. Square Biz was good. Pascal was good, fam. Double R, love you, baby. Hosea, I see you. I am TC, I see you. Faith Fueled Finances, I see you. Fire Tested, Fireproof, I see you, fam. Smooth Fox, yo, I see you. Nathan Higgins, I see you. Cassandra, Jeremy Cobbs, Will Mack, Jake Blake, I see you, fam. Anna Sparks, I see you. Cheesy Bread, what's good?
Look, I love it. It's your show. We do shout outs and then let me send a text real quick and get back to it. I said, I just love it. It's like, yo, this is my show. I'm going to just stop shout outs, text it.
Hard Hat Hustlers, I see you, man. One Cool Rattler, I see you. Thavion, what's good, family? Is that my guy, KT? KT Tactical, what's good, brother? I miss you, man. I don't know what's going on with you, bro. I ain't seen you in a while. You heard me? Classic Jackson Arts, I think that's it. Traders Armor, what's good? King Me 305, I see you, family. DBH8SW, I don't know what that means. Tamara, what's happening? Mr. VIP, I see you. E Will, I see you, family. Addicted to Trading, I see you, family. Shelly Booker, I see you, Queen. First Gen Millionaire, I see you, family. Emmett Wilson, I see you, family. Chunky Fort from the Trap, I see you. Shazam, what's good, fam? Ashley No Love, what's good, love? WSTENT, what's happening, fam? KB Mississippi, I see you, fam. Nola Dana Sixth, I see you. Walking around in that sixth wall. CJ 500, I see you, fam. Larry Morgan, I see you. Market Archaeologist, I see you, fam. Thank you for the super chat. All right, that's good, man. I'll highlight somebody more, y'all, as we rock out, yeah, man.
Hey, you killed that archaeologist joint too. I ain't think, hey.
What you think I know how to spell?
No. Again, I thought you would have flipped it and put some New Orleans swang on that thing. You know what I'm saying? That was good. I try to look, if I'm going to go on you, I got to give you your props too.
I appreciate that, brother. That mean a lot to me.
You know what I'm saying? What we talking about today, though?
Oh, man, we got a lot to talk about. We talk about SpaceX. We talking about what the month of June usually brings. We're talking about China. We're talking about technology. WDC, LRX, let's talk about it, Trap. Emmett Wilson, what's good, family? SB, what's good, SB? I see you. Belina, what's good, family? I see you. Bull Run Bandit, I see you, shorty. Trap, I'm tuned in from the UK, I see you. Man, one of my friends had a tour in the UK this weekend, man. That was real dope. It was dope to see that. What you think about, B. Thomas Nola, what's good? Man, let me get off here, man. We got a show to do. All right. All right, man. So this was an eventful week, too, man. I went from being in St. Thomas, left St. Thomas, came here, went, shot. Bro, I had a lot. We had a in-person event. From in-person event, man, we've been working, bro.
Working ain't the word.
Working, baby. I do want to do a tour in Europe, though, bro. I think we got a good fan base in Europe. I think we could do about 1,000 people. We do like one show in like London. I think we do a show in London, we can get the people out, bro. You feel me? I think we should do a show in London, dog. I think we should do a show in London, like London or like Manchester. I think London. We should do a show in London, bro. I think we should do in London, dog. I think we should do a show in London. I think we built for it, dog. I really think that with what we doing on Trapping Tuesday, bro, I think we give it like a 30, I think we give it like a 90-day, 4-month run. Like if we do it like now, this is what, June? I think we start pumping in July. By November, we could be ready. I think we pick a venue. Man, we need to go to London. Miss April, let's go take a trip to London. Matter of fact, I'm about to make a phone call. I'm about to make a phone call right quick. You mind if I call your wife? I'm talking to you.
My wife? I thought he was looking at Bernard. She probably watching the show, so yeah, go ahead.
Ash,
Hey, what's up?
you got connections in London?
Of course I do.
Man, we want to do a show in London in November.
Okay. How big?
Man, I think we could put 2,000 people in a spot, yeah. I want to go big. I want to make it look nice.
2,000, London.
Because we're going to have people from America that's going to come out, too.
Yeah.
I think we could do 2,000 to 2,500 people. I think if we do like a 4-month press run, like from now, if we do like July, August, September, October, I think we can push that for London. We call it Trapping in London. All right. Let's start talking about that. I think we could do 2,500 people in London. We might do bigger. I think we can push that real nice. You hear me? Nice venue. Tickets don't gotta be through the roof. We get us like myself. You know me. I'm a cook all day. We get like a London artist to like do something. You know what I'm saying? I think we could do that. You hear me?
Top of November?
Let's go top of November because you know it's gonna be kind of cold out there. We don't do good with the cold.
Yeah, and you also want to get people before holiday.
We won't get them before Thanksgiving. So I think top of London. I'm talking about like first week of November.
First week. Okay.
Let's work.
And you doing, is this a Trapping Tuesdays live?
Nah, not a Trapping Tuesday live. What you think, Trapping Tuesday live?
Woo! I ain't mad at it.
Ooh.
I ain't mad. Benson saying yeah.
Okay, that's even better. Trapping Tuesday live. A live, that's even better. Trapping Tuesday live from London. I like that, Ash.
We
Having the screens there would be better. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We not breaking this down. Yeah, we not breaking this down. Yeah, we not breaking this down. I mean, definitely.
Right.
It's
live on the show.
Yeah.
We'll just still bring in some elements. We'll figure that out.
All right, let's work on that. London, November. Let's do it.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
We're going to London, man.
Let's go. And it could be like a mastermind hybrid show. Cause you could talk all day. You
We could
good.
do London. We're going
I
to
seen
London.
it.
We're going to London, November.
Let's go.
We're going to freaking London. We're going to freaking London. I want to do a big spot out there too. I want billboards in London and everything. Man, I ain't playing. I want a billboard in London, trap coming in London, Trapping Tuesdays, live Trapping Tuesdays in London.
So all I gotta do is practice my accent, my London British accent, bro. I'm not gonna do it right now. I ain't gonna do it in person. And don't flush me. Nah.
Nah, he ain't did nothing.
He in the bathroom though.
I'm walking to it. I'm just waiting to see what come after.
Let's go.
Bro, I think we do a London show, bro.
I like it.
A London show, Trapping Tuesdays in London? That's hard. Live? Come on, man.
Because what's the time difference?
8 hours.
So 8 before. Okay.
Yeah. 8
So we
hours.
can do a Trapping Tuesday and a mastermind after then.
No, we're going to do it at 8 o'clock at night in London.
No, we still got to do it 7
Ah,
o'clock.
man. Let me see, it's 8 o'clock now. That means 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 in the morning. You tripping.
Oh, yeah, nah, that's crazy.
You tripping.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Unless we do like, nah. Nah.
As you was thinking about
Tuesday at 8 o'clock in London. That's what we doing.
Y'all stay up.
We do Trapping Tuesday live in London, dog.
Let's go.
I like that. Oh, it's 5 hours? Oh, it's 5 hours. I thought it was 8 hours. We're 8 hours from London, but we 5 hours. So it's 5 hours. That's right, it's 5 hours. So it's, what is it, 7? 12. So it's 12 o'clock. That's still 7, 8, 9, 10. It'll be 12 o'clock when they watch it. We'll make it work.
Yeah.
We'll make it work.
I like it. Thinking
I like
outside the box.
Yeah, man, we going to London, man. We got to bring the show on the road, man. Bring the show on the road, man.
Speaking of that, shout out to everybody coming to the 200th episode.
200 episode on the way, man.
200th. We ain't got a lot of seats left. I need y'all to go ahead and get them tickets.
200 episode. Yep, it's 5. Yeah, it's 8 hour flight, but a 5 hour difference. Yeah, that's right. Cheerio.
Now, I would have got flushed for that. I would have got flushed for that. I would have got
Cheerio.
flushed all day, twice on
Yeah,
Sunday.
man. 200 episode, man. We don't have a lot of seats left for that. Y'all been buying them, but we definitely want to limit this thing. We don't need a whole bunch of people in here because we want to make sure we can talk to everybody. 200 episode is 2 weeks away.
Man, drop the fire if y'all coming to the 200. I need to see all the fire.
It's 2
weeks away, bro.
away.
We got some surprises and things.
You got surprises?
I don't even know why I said that out loud. That boy don't like that S word. No, we good. Surprises for the people.
Bro.
For the people. Surprises for the people.
What kind of surprises?
I ain't just doing something different. They got to come to see. I can't say it here.
All right, bro.
Let's get it.
All right, man, let's get it, man. We got a lot going on. Let's put the link up for them to get the tickets to the 200 episode. Let's get our mantra going, man. Let's get our mantra going, man. I like a good mantra. I like a good mantra, man. Tell Elise, her mama said, can I go? My auntie teen. Can I go first class up in the sky? I got to see how many tickets because everybody here ain't going. We got to give Miss Janice on the count. Got to give Miss Janice our controller.
You said everybody ain't here.
Everybody ain't going.
Wait.
Nah, you stay here.
I'll send you the link.
Miss Janice, let me see count the cost. Count the cost. What the Bible said, does he not count the cost before he build a tower? Count the cost. Count the cost.
It'd be 3 of us out that joint.
I'm talking about got me toast. Man, Trevor, what you doing? Counting the cost. Counting the cost.
Oh, man.
All right, let's get it, man. We got our mantra going, man. Let's go, man. I am a certified Wall Street trapper. I'm confident in my ability to make great investments. The stock market is a machine that prints money, and I'm more than capable of operating this machine. Not only will I free myself, but my family will eat for a lifetime based on the information I apply today. I'm a money maker and a wealth builder. Today, I break all the chains that anchor me to that poverty mindset. My ancestors will smile now because I've turned our last name into an asset. My family's purchasing power will increase indefinitely. Today, I make the declaration that no longer will I be a slave to money. No longer will the generation behind me inherit lack. No longer will I submit to selling my time for money. I am a first-generation millionaire. I am the architect of my family's legacy. I am a certified Wall Street trapper. And Wall Street looks like us now. Let's go, man. All right, man. So before we get started on the show, man, we gotta say, man, shout out to the New York Knicks, man. Mm-hmm. Crazy part, and I'm gonna say this, and I don't want nobody to. As I got older, I kind of grew out of it, but I grew up a Knicks fan, bro. I used to love John Starks, Allen Houston, Latrell Sprewell, Patrick Ewing, Charlie Wall when he punched Kobe up, boop, boop, boop. Like, I used to love the Knicks, bro. And then I got older, I just, like Charles Oakley, Anthony Mason. When I got older, I just kind of got out of it. But when I grew up, like, I used to be a Knicks fan like crazy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why I just loved John Starks, and then I loved Allen Houston and Latrell Sprewell. I used to love them dudes, bro, Marcus Camby. But then I don't know, when I got older, I kind of just, like, grew out of it, basketball like that. Like, I watched it and still enjoyed it, but I wasn't like, I'm a fan. Like, I don't have a team right now. So let me make that clear. Like, I don't have a team right now. When I was young, like, you couldn't tell me nothing about, like, I used to love Latrell was punching on people. Allen Houston followed me right now. I love when Allen Houston followed me. I went crazy. I was like, oh, shuck, Allen Houston followed me. Love that, you know what I'm saying? But I used to love that era of the Knicks, bro. Like, I kind of, again, once I got older, I kind of was like, not really even a basketball fan like that. Like, I like it, but I wasn't, like, in love with it like I was when I was young. Yeah. Like, I had the Ewings when I was young with the 33 basketball on the side. Like, I had, like, 2 pair of those coming up. Like, I was a Knicks fan growing up. But again, as I got older, I kind of like, I ain't worried about playing the basketball like that. You know what I'm saying? Played around the hood, all that. But shout out to the Knicks fan, man. 53 years. 53 years, bro. Killer instinct. That boy Jalen Brunson is a killer. OG is a killer. Karl Anthony Towns handled his business in the paint like a big dog supposed to. So yeah, man, shout out to the Knicks, man. Shout out to New York. And I ain't gonna lie, it feel good when I'm not gonna lie, it feel like basketball is good when the Knicks is winning. Yeah. It feel like basketball has a different energy when the Knicks is winning. You know what I'm saying? And again, I'm saying that not as a Knicks fan. Like, I'm not a New York Knicks fan, so I'm not about to be, I'm on the bandwagon. I'm no. I was a Knicks fan when I was young. I got older, whatever. But it feels like basketball is different when the Knicks is winning. You know what I'm saying? It just feels different, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to the Knicks for bringing that home. And believe it or not, man, like people didn't believe they was gonna win. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, like I kind of was like, man, I hope the Knicks pull this off, bro. Like I was on Twitter, I was talking about it a lot. And I just, you know why? Because I think a lot of people just get caught up in the hype. Like I'm not saying like they had one dude saying the dude Wemby is like Wilt Chamberlain. I'm like, bro, I'm like, he's 22. Like, give him, oh, you talking Wilt, cuz? Like Wilt the Stilt? You talking Wilt? Like, bro, let the man. I'm not saying that he's not gonna be great. I'm not saying that he's not gonna be. I'm like, bro, Wilt, bro. We talking about Wilt. We putting him there. Okay, that's what we doing. And I don't like that people do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I think we put greatness on people before they earn it. We put greatness on potential, right? And I don't like when we do that. Instead of saying, bro, like, dude gonna be good, but you gotta earn his spot at great.
You gotta earn your spot.
You gotta earn your spot, bro.
Be grateful for the opportunity.
17 feet tall. You earn your spot.
I thought it was dope. Crime is down 10% in New York, and during the games, during the broadcast, down 80%.
Well, that's what sports do. Because New Orleans like that. When the Saints win, murder go down.
That's crazy.
In New Orleans, when the Saints win it, bro, bro, I'm telling you, any winning Saints season, murder rate down, cuz. Crime rate down. That's what I love about sports. The one thing I love about sports is that I never said Wembley was overrated. Did I say he was overrated? I didn't say he was overrated. I said he not Wilt. Like, we can't give him Wilt. Like, he ain't earned that yet. We gotta let greatness earn greatness. That's what I said. Mm-hmm. Like, don't put words in my mouth, right? Greatness gotta earn. We can't just give greatness. You gotta earn it. Wilt, Bill Russell, Big Chief, you gotta earn greatness. You can't just give people greatness. Is he good? Yes. Does he have potential? Yes. He's 17 feet tall. Mm-hmm. Like, he don't even gotta jump to slam the ball, right? But that ain't his fault. He was born with that. You know what I'm saying? But we can't just say somebody, oh, man, he the greatest thing we ever seen. What, we gonna disregard Mike, Kobe, LeBron? We gonna just disregard them?
Yeah.
Nah, bro, we not gonna do that, bro. That's what we not gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
We gonna make him go earn it. Does he have the capability to do that? I think he does, but he gotta earn that. Yeah. He gotta earn that. You know what I'm saying? He gotta earn that. And that's just how I am. I'm definitely of the idea that you gotta earn greatness that ain't given to you, bro. Even if you win one ring, that ain't greatness, bro. Will got a bunch of them. Bill got a bunch of them. Dream back to back. You gotta go earn greatness, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just think I think we put GOAT and we put greatness on people on potential.
Too early.
Yeah, we do that too much, man.
Well, shout out to 3,000 in the chat.
Shout out to 3,000 in the chat. Y'all make a Jose earn his keep. You know what I'm saying? But do he have potential to be really good and a dominant factor? 100%. So that's what I got to say about that. Shout out to New York, man. Yeah. How you feel about that, Jose?
I'm with it. I'm in the same bag. I rock with it. I was more of a Bulls. But after a while, I watched the playoffs and the championships. Not really locked in with a team. You know, I used to be Patrick's personal shooter, right? When he was head coach at Georgetown. Patrick, you?
This is what?
His personal shooter. When I was shooting.
When he was in Georgetown?
Georgetown, the head coach of Georgetown.
Oh, the head coach. I'm about to say, cuz, you wasn't even born when
No.
What, cuz?
Head coach at Georgetown.
What you mean you was his shooter?
Personal shooter. Photo, video. I shot.
Oh, shooter. Like shooting stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I can see that. That was before or after Genuine?
This is after.
Okay.
It wasn't that long ago.
I just be trying to figure out in those jeans. I'm trying to figure out between in those jeans and where you had time to do that at.
Okay. We're gonna let it ride.
I just been trying to figure out between.
Let it ride.
All right, my bad.
Nah, people be clowning. Then when they hit each other, they be like, "Oh, okay."
When they hear, I was shocked when you showed me this rap about you when he said something about Jose and the. I was like, oh my God.
106 in Park.
All right, let's get to it, man. Let's get on the charts. Let's get some money, man. All right, let me take some of this off the chart. Let's go to SPY. I know I got to pull it up, Bent. Calm down. Don't catch a heart attack. Take some of this stuff off these charts so we can see it. All right, so here we go here. Let's go chart. Let's go entertainment room. Are we good? All right. Let's go, man. Let's walk through a couple things right quick. Let's go through some things that we need to see, some things we need to pay attention to, some things we need to really lock in on. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is look at the S&P 500. Let's look at the SPY, man. So we're going to mark this all-time high right here. Right, and we're going to mark this previous all-time high right here.
Truth Serum get the most egregious comment of the year talking about could Jose fit in those jeans.
Wait, what?
Truth Serum podcast has the most egregious, flagrant, offsides encroachment comment of the year. Talk about could Jose fit in those jeans. Bro,
Oh,
if
man,
you don't sit your... Let me chill.
That's tough there, bro. That's tough there, bro.
Let me chill.
All right, so let's walk through this, y'all. All right, so we're going to mark a couple of spaces out on this chart. Just so you all can see what I'm marking and what I'm looking like, what's going on. All right, so the first thing, I just want to mark a couple of things off so you all can see what's going on here. All right, so clearly here. All right, so now we're looking at the S&P 5. We're looking at the SPY. Can they see that? Can they see it? All right. So first thing we marked out was our all-time high. We just dealing with market structure and market structure only. So we marked our all-time high, which is this right here. Right? And then we marked out a previous all-time high, which is this right here. And then we marked out a higher low, which was this right here at the time. Right? Now, what happened was, now this is something that's really critical for what happened on this chart. So notice we hit all-time high, then we sold off. But then we broke past our 20 SMA, which I'm not mad at. But then we broke that low. But when we broke that low, what we did was, I'm going to open the screen up some, and we can see how the market did a little manipulation. So this, when you broke that low, you really came right into that gap. All right, y'all see that gap on the left? You broke right into that gap, and then once you got into that gap, you closed right on top of it, and then you gapped up, which made this small, this long doji with the top, long bottom. You made that long doji. Then we got right back on up, and then today we came down. So Monday you had a gap up based on all your news. You got above your 20. And then today you closed above that. So that's going to be critical. What I want to look at moving forward is tomorrow you have a Fed chair meeting at 2 o'clock with Kevin Walsh. This is his new meeting. So basically, I'm reading this. I'm saying we had a strong rally to the upside. Bulls were in control. We hit all-time high at 760. From 760, we sold off. But is that a bear sell-off? I wouldn't like to call it that. I would say it was just some exhaustion. From exhaustion, bears did step in. We did break a key level at 730, which was a higher low. We broke that, but it wasn't a raid. What they did was a sweep. How do we know it was a sweep trap? Because we broke that. We took those orders out. Then we fell into that gap. We didn't break the gap. We got to close inside the gap. Next day, we jumped back up. So, excuse me, that's pivotal. We stayed above the 50-day, which is essential. Came up Friday. We had a gap up Friday. We gapped up, but kind of a neutral play. We did spike above the 20. Previous all-time high at 749 was resistance. Then Monday over the weekend, we jumped up over it. Today is Tuesday. We came back down. We fell right on top of that gap. Well, we actually fell in that gap because the gap comes here. Did a gap, we closed inside of the gap, but we held 749. If you a buyer, you want to reclaim all-time high at 760.68. If you're a seller, you want to break that 746.44, possibly push it down to 730, possibly want to break past 726. We break past 726, we know the bears are in control. The next place you look in the hole will probably be here, which is on top of that. But if you break that, the next place you're looking at after that probably would be this right here at 715. That's kind of what I'm looking at, but the 715 stays firm with previous all-time high, 713. So that's kind of what you're looking at on the SPY. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Wouldn't necessarily say it's a head and shoulder. I see it. I see what you're looking at right here. I would need to see that. I would need to see that downtrend form heavy. I see it, but you don't have enough structure to call it a head and shoulder. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. So right now, you've seen that, but I will say that sellers pushed down to that gap. Buyers immediately jumped upside of that. Buyers defended that area. Gap fill reversal in full effect. What does that mean, Trap? Means it came down to the gap right here, rejected, reverse, gap up, gap up. So you had two gap ups on it. So that's kind of what you see on the S&P 500, right? So you're looking at those gap fills. You're also looking at that. But let me do something even more so. If you wanted to draw your fib, let's say you came from here with your fib at this low, because the whole move is predicated from here. You are above your, even if you came down. So if you came down to here with your fib, because that's where the whole move came from. Notice if you look at the whole fib, you bounce right off 382 from the all-time high. You bounce right off 382 and came right back up. What's your strong confluence? You above 382 right now, so that's a pretty good move. It wouldn't be till you came down to the 0.5 that I really would say something about that. Why did I use this? Well, I use this because this is the gap up that the whole move is predicated on. If you came all the way to your swing low right here, then you have it even further. Right, but I like this one, even though that is the controlling low, I'm gonna come right here because that's where a gap was right there. This move here was how this whole move happened. Right, this whole move came from here to here. So you're above your 382. If you look at it now, it bounced right off the 382 and went right back to the upside. Does that make sense? Does that make sense what we read in the chat just now? Right? Pretty precise read on what we looked at. All right, let's go to our QQQ and see if we see the same thing. Well, let's see what we see on the Qs. Might see a little something different. Let's take them off the screen. All right, what do we see on the Qs? The first thing we're going to mark off is our gap right here on the Qs. Boom, boom. Y'all see the gap? Came filled up the gap right here. You got a small gap right here. We always pay attention to those. Those are essential. Mark that all-time high. We're going to change this so this all-time high is at the top, not at the bottom. All right, then you're going to create another previous all-time high, which is right here. You're going to mark that off, PATH, and I hope this is helping somebody, right? Then you got your, so this was the initial low right here. So we're going to change the color of that to this. Notice what happened, same thing, something similar at least. Well, you did have a gap here, but it got filled, so it's no longer good. That gap got filled, so that ain't good. So I'm going to take that off. Just want you to see it. All right, so you got to rally to all-time high. From all-time high, you fell down. Notice it fell on this low right here, the low that we marked out. came to this low, came right on top of that gap. Notice where it gap. Notice it came right here on top of the gap. Got some of those orders. Came right back to the low, closed on the previous, that's the higher low. Gap up, got above the 20. Then you had a big gap up. Today it came inside of the gap. Let's throw our fib on it. Again, I would throw my fib from here. Right, threw my fib from there. Came down to the 382, did a sweep of that 382 to come get those orders down there at about 680. Got those orders, got right back on top of the 382, and then pushed his way back up top, closed above the 50. I like it. If I'm looking at the cues tomorrow, I want to see if it's going to push back down to at least the 224. See if it break that 721, if it breaks 721, want to see it reclaim that, stay above 724, all-time high at 749. I'm interested to see what happened after Kevin Walsh have his talk tomorrow. That's what I got. How you feel about that, y'all? All right. So that's our trapping on the charts. I hope that helped some people out. Did that help y'all? Let me see some fire in the chat. I thought I said don't do the fib. I ain't never said don't do the fib. Boy, I love the fib. I ain't never said don't do the fib. Boy, yeah, you must ain't make it to the class. I ain't never said don't do the fib. Boy, I pull a fib out every time I get a chance. Yeah, yeah, I ain't never said don't do the fib. Shit, no. Well, that's one of my favorite tools. Yeah, definitely. You got the wrong trap, you heard me? All right, let's get to the money, man. The people want to see the money, man. I got to stop eating this damn chocolate. All right, let's show the people the money. All right. Damn, I'm supposed to highlight some of my people, man.
From the Patreon?
Yeah, I had some of this stuff and I ain't sent it to Steve. I was supposed to send it to them because I be wanting to highlight my Patreon people on the chart on the week, man. They working hard, so I be wanting to highlight them. I just had a lot going on. Man, your boy I had my first taste of sciatic muscle.
I didn't want to bring
nerve.
it up. I should get applauded for not bringing it up. Hey, that boy was down.
Hey, that took me out. Yeah, that took me out. I had my first taste of the sciatic nerve. Man, Miss April called me hospice. What she said? Home care.
Home care.
Sick and shut in.
Sick and shut in.
That's what she called me. She said sick and shut in. Bruh.
You know it's bad when the driver had to get out.
Bruh.
Crazy.
Bro, I couldn't even put my shoes on. I text Jose like, hey, bro. Bro, I can't move.
But the funny part, you text me 10 minutes before you had to be downstairs.
But I couldn't move. I thought I was going to make it. I was trying to catch my breath. I was moving like that. I almost actually helped me come put my clothes on, cuz.
Look.
I was struggling in there, bro.
I was looking for all types of pills. Shout out to the driver.
Bro, that sciatic nerve is hard, bro.
Yeah.
What?
You did that to George? You did it to... Look, he tried to clown me. I said, oh, welcome. Yeah.
Bro.
Getting into them strong 40s.
Bro.
Welcome.
I'm deep in the 40s. Nah, cuz. Bruh, I could not. Bro, I just woke up like, yo, what the hell is this?
Trap be like, Jose, why you walking like that? Man, chill, mind your business now.
I have all respect, bruh. Imagine me teaching a whole day Saturday and that thing thumping, cuz. Boy, I was like, bruh, I felt like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Bro.
Yes.
Bruh.
Definitely a newfound respect.
Bro, that thing was shooting down my leg, cuz. Bro, I couldn't even put my shoes on. Bro, I was like, what the hell is this man?
But it crept on you up on the day before. I was like, you look sad. I said,
Yeah.
good? He said, yeah, you know, my back hurt a
My
little
back,
bit.
I'm thinking it's gonna be all right. Cause I woke up that morning, I was like, oh, help me. Nigga.
That was the prequel.
I can't move. And usually you try to get to the shower to run some hot water. I'm thinking hot water gonna fix it. Like, hey, let me just get in the shower. I'll hit the shower like, hey, this ain't it, cuz.
About to do a 5-hour class.
I can't move, cuz. I'm like, well, maybe I just lay down in the bed for a little bit. But it be all right. Before I was in the bed, like, hey, I'm not going. I'm not going.
I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it.
I'm gonna lay here all day, cuz. I couldn't move,
Give them the money back.
bruh. I'm gonna
them
just
the
send
money
them their money back. I'm gonna just give them their money back, cuz. I can't move, cuz. Bro, it was unbearable, cuz. Bro, I was like, bro, what is going on? Bro, I'm walking. I was like,
No, getting in the truck.
oh, I couldn't get in the truck.
The little handle.
I had to pull the handle. All upper body, cuz. I'm talking about legs up and everything, like it's a monkey bar, boy. Miss April talking about something. Woo. We gotta get this right. This ain't working. Look, she waving her hand. She got the church hand. This ain't working.
She do got the
She trying to pass the blessing. You know how people in church like that? She trying to wave the blessing. Like,
oh, she a prayer warrior. She was praying over that.
hey,
thing.
she was praying in that truck, boy.
Hey.
I felt all them Our Fathers.
All of them.
Every last Our Father. Come on, Lord. Lord, help our founder.
I'm surprised she ain't bring the oil out.
Help our founder, Lord. Lord, our founder is going through. Relieve him of that pain, Father God. We just want to say that he get it. She was in that truck.
She was going in.
But that driver came through.
Oh,
And that boy had that pack. That boy said, hey, I got the trauma dog. I said, give it.
hey, he had all the work.
Give me all that dope, cuz. That boy said, I said, I need dope.
Allegedly, yes.
I need dope.
Allegedly.
Hey, that worked though. Miss April got the 2 Tylenols. You put the heat pack.
Yeah, we stopped at those.
I started moving. I said, hey. Pastor Tubman came through with the doc, Miss Mickey.
We might need a Salon Pause sponsorship or something.
And that was
real.
clutch, cuz. I needed that dope. I needed that dope for sure. Then crazy part was 2 days I was good. The last day, Monday,
Back.
right back.
There. He ain't
I was like, where it came from? I'm like, bro, you supposed to be gone.
Hey.
I'm like, bro, you supposed to be gone. Why are you still here? Come on, devil. Anyway, let's get to it, man. Let's show the people what we got going on. Trap, take your wallet out your back pocket. Man, I never got my wallet in my back pocket. But that I know why he's saying it, because they might throw you off. I never put my wallet in my back pocket. I learned that a long time ago. I don't never do that. I wear cargo pants for that.
Yeah.
I never put my wallet in my back pocket. Yeah, that's what they hit me with that CBD, boy. Then she took me, then I went to the dude who Miss April called him man Jesus, you hear me?
Oh, man.
Anyway, let's talk about the money, man. So, all right, let's go, man. So we in this CrowdStrike play, man. Down a little bit on CrowdStrike. We got a Dell play in that's doing good. We got one Dell play that's not so good. Drum. I'm heavy in Drum. With the Drum holding it down. Google play, it shook back, then it fell back, kind of, I don't know. Intel, doing okay. We made this play today, LRCX, not bad. Marvell, I actually want to get in another Marvell play. MU, they on fire right now. MU on a pullback today would have been real nice. Yeah, that's a fact. We don't put no wallet in there. Get a donut pillow. Okay. MU, we got that in. Let's go a little further. Man, the NASA play is crazy because SpaceX running, but the SpaceX ETFs are not doing what I thought they was gonna do. So real close to cutting this one. NBIS been really good. Palo Alto was a play we put in Friday, doing real good. SNDK, STX, doing good right there. UFO, not doing good. WDC was the old play. We added another WDC play today. I don't know how it got cut off. But we added one more WDC play today, so that one is in there. So that's what we look like. That is what we looking like on our options plays. We were in a total of 41 plays. We done trimmed that all the way down. And I must say, yesterday, we had a $500,000 day. Biggest play of the year, $523,000. I was supposed to put this on Instagram today, but I had a play I was getting ready for today. But just to, because I like to be transparent with people, today was a $160,000 loss. So I wanted to put that up there. But just moving around, didn't get a chance to put it up there. But today was a $160,000 loss. Yesterday was a $525,000 gain. I wanted to put that on the gram today, but I was looking at my current video that we posted today, trying to get that one to make some moves. But yeah, that's what I had. Let's get into our buy and hold. Ashawn is not here, but we up 37%. We was up 30% last week. On the last show, we up 37% on a buy and hold. Costco, EME, FIX, ITA, MU, NVIDIA, PWR, STX, TPL, and WMT for Walmart. That's what we got going on, man. So listen, if you're interested in come joining the Patreon, myself, some OGs, we got some real hitters in the Patreon. Trap, can we get your thoughts on the MU earnings? I don't really have none, if I'm being honest with you. Strong company, I think their earnings is Thursday? Wednesday or Thursday? Strong company. No real thoughts on it, though. I kind of don't really be having thoughts on earnings calls. Because I don't be wanting to get surprised. You know what I'm saying? So, those are unrealized gains. Some of them be realized because sometimes I get out of positions and sometimes I don't. So, but yeah, come join the Patreon, man. We get into it. We do take some loss. I took a loss on ARM last week. The week before last, I definitely wanted to get back in it today. Just being mindful because I'm sitting on probably like 600,000 cash. I was sitting on 1.2 million, but them MU plays, them STX plays, we put in the XTX last week. Shout out to George. George made his first $20,000 play, but he exited today. Scary ass. Man, that nigga scary, man. That nigga scary, man. That nigga scary, bro. That nigga so scary, bro. That nigga paid 20-something. How much the contract was? Right at 21. He made 85%. Say, I'm good. Because of that little pullback today. I'm good. It's a hitter. It's a home run hitter, cuz. This little one dip ain't gonna hurt you. Oh, man, I'm good. I'm done. Yeah, bro. That be pissing me off, cuz. That ain't be pissing me off, cuz. He be cutting the wins too early. I told you that was him when I taught in the class, the drifter. So I'm gone. Bro, what you doing? Now you ask me, when you get back in? When I get back? I don't know when to get back in, cuz. I don't know when to get back in. I don't know. I'm still in mines. I never got out.
He said, can he go at his own pace?
Why follow the play if you're going to go against the play? He in the play for 3 days. That's how sweet it is. You got 85% in less than a week. Man, let it run. Let it run. As soon as it go up $50, man, I should have stayed in the play. Man, shut up. Shut up, man. But shout out to George for getting in that play, you hear me? Shout out. How much you got, George? You made $17,000. I'm out. That'd have been imagine that you put 20 bands on that Joker, man, and you let it run, man. You got it till December. That's a big boy. That's a big boy. You ain't even let it get down to 10 grand. All right, even, let's say you up to 70 something. It come down to 10 grand, like, you know what? I made 10 grand. I'm good. You let that sucker come down $2,000. I'm out.
64% of the people like, nah, I feel them.
Y'all crazy. Nah, man. Stay in the thing, man. Stay in the thing. Because now you'll be texting me, what's the play, cuz? Ain't no play. Look, you gonna text me today. You gonna hit me up today and say, hey, cuz, man, that duck, boy, you did your thing with that one. It's up $7 already. I said it's gonna crash in the morning. Rob, you gonna talk about something, hey, boy, you cold-blooded, boy, you hit that, it's gonna hit the, it's on that strike right now. I said, I go crash in the morning. Crash by $20 in the morning, cuz. Man, you down bad, you gonna sit there because I'm in it 100%. 100%, that's why I'm saying it, because you in it. Then he gonna hold it. I'm gonna stay in there, cuz. I'm gonna ride it out. No, don't ride this one out. You die. 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 Hey, there, cuz. Hey, cuz, bro. I ain't mad at him, no. I been trying to get him to hang in there, though, bro. Like, see the play. See it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing like, look, you done dropped 20 bands on it, bro. Like, bro, man, let that thing run up 100%. It's at 85, it's up to 15%. You up 17 grand. At least they say, all right, if it come down to 10 grand, I'm good. Right? I put 20 in, I got 10, I back out with 30, I'm good. He done 17, I'm good. Then he gonna watch it. Now he gonna be, man, I should have stayed in there. I don't watch nothing. Every play you get in, I want it to fall 10% as soon as you press the trigger.
Wait, why you wish that on that man?
Every play he get in, I want it to fall 10% first. I want his blood pressure to get up. I want his blood pressure to go up before it turn around.
Nah, because when he win it, he skip around here real nice.
That's what I want. I want it to go down. As soon as you press buy, I want it to go down 10%. Then after they go down 10%, I want to test him. Then I want it to turn around and go back up. You know what I'm saying? Let him hang in that 10% area for 2 weeks. See what his pressure feel like. Yeah? Man, cut, what we doing? Nothing. We ain't doing nothing. It's down 10%. I'm straight. I want his blood pressure to go up. And then it turn. Look, I want him to sit there for 2 weeks. You still in that cuz? Man, I'm in that cuz. I'm in that cuz. Man, I know what he gonna do though. See if he's down. See if he's down for 2 weeks. When it turn green, he going. As soon as it hit 5%, he out. I'm out of there. Whatever cut, man. It turned green. I got out. Flush George, man. Flush George, man. Flush George. Flush George, man. All right, man. If you want to come join the Patreon, man, come join our Patreon. Jose, roll that beautiful beam footage, man.
Showing the Wall Street Trapper. Patreon.
You put the end up, it put to say, and cut.
Wait, what I supposed to say and cut?
And cut. Ain't that what the other ones say?
You got to show me an old clip or something.
The ones when the Wayans brothers. And cut.
Oh, that joint.
And cut. All right, let's get to it, man.
High five.
Give me a high five. And cut. All right, anyway, let's get to it, man. We've been in for an hour, man. Let's get the people some information, man. All right, let's go, man. Word on the street. Y'all ready for some information? I say, bro, it's a crying shame. That's my cousin, man. I gotta do him that, man. I gotta do him that. All right, so here we go. The 9-week win rally streak is historically and potentially quite bullish. So if we look at it, we look at ultimately the ultimate win streak, 13 weeks in 1957, 9, 10 weeks in 1953. We had 9-week win rally in 2023. It returned 15.8%. 4 weeks, 2.4%. Now watch this. In 12 weeks, it returned 9.7%. In 26 weeks, it returned 14.5%. And in 52 weeks, we got 25.2%. So on average, these are the times where we got a 9-week win streak or more. This is what the average gain is. The average gain in 4 weeks after the 9 weeks, the next 4 weeks we get 1.5%. The next 12 weeks we get 3.4%. The next 26 weeks we get another average 5.6%. And in 52 weeks after the 9-week rally, you average about 9.8% more. So historically, we can say that we usually, after a 9-week rally, we can look for in the next 4 weeks, which is where we at now, you get another rally, you get about another average 1.5%. 12 weeks after the 9-week rally, you average about another 3.4%. 26 weeks after the rally, you average about 5.6%. And then 52 weeks after the rally, you average about another 9.8%, which tells us that in 4 weeks, we 90% higher. In 12 weeks, we 60% higher. 26 weeks, we 70% higher. And in 52 weeks, we 80% higher, which tells us on average, when we get a 9-week rally, like we've got, I think we into week 10 right now, on average, it's higher 4, 12, 26, and 52 weeks. Remember I said something to us when I said, hey, based on that V-shaped recovery, we probably gonna rock out to like August. I'm just giving y'all data. You do what you want to do with the data after that. I'm telling y'all, when we go to London, I won't see y'all. I'm giving y'all a 4-month notice. We're gonna talk about it in June and July. Going July, August, September, October, early November. Book your tickets. Book your tickets. We going cross the pond. We're going to probably do a mastermind that night. The night before, we do a mastermind. Meet and greet. We do a meet and greet and a mastermind. Meet and greet, then mastermind, and then show the next night. Turn London up. Trapping in London. Put me on the Big Ben. Boom. London Bridge is falling down, falling down. Come on, we outside in London.
What's another London song?
That's all I need to know.
That's all I know too. I thought you had one in the clip.
Nah, I'm straight. I'm straight. All right, let's go a little further, man. Patience is the cheapest and most effective investing strategy. And I said that to say that a lot of times moving in this market, we are so impatient for what's ahead. We let little things like little drawbacks today, that's like last week. Like last week, the market drawback. And I'm going to point at George again. Right? I'm going to point at George again. I got to point at him again because he be pissing me off. And my cousin, I love him. He going through the pains. So last week when we had the drawback, he said, man, I lost $14,000. I said, how? I ain't sell shit. How you lost $14,000? Man, it was red. I sold it. I said, bro, what are you doing? Why are you selling everything on? You know what I'm saying? He panicking when he see red because he think in his mind, he's going to go further. But you got time. You got enough time. If it ain't hitting no benchmark, if it ain't hitting no area, then chill. It's crazy. He always the cameraman in the class. That's the crazy part. He the cameraman in the class and still don't do it. I'm telling y'all that this is why I'm telling y'all, right? You got to be willing to, like, the markets don't just go straight up. It's going to have little 1%, 2%, 3% pullbacks. That's good. That's actually healthy. We got a 4% pullback in one day? Bro, that's all I did was took some profits on some stuff so I can get back in some other stuff. Any losers that hit my like 30% or more, I cut those because it was losers. But I ain't anything else that's still riding, man. Let's rock out, man. So you got to be willing to, you know what I'm saying? You got to be willing to endure some of that so you can get to the other side where you need to go at. And that comes with patience, man. Let's go a little further. Let's go a little further. All right, so this is something that I really want us to see. Since 1928, stocks have returned 8.5% a year. After inflation, cash returned 0.3. Using these geometric S&P 500 10-year Treasury T-bills for cash from 1928 to 2025 yearly CPI, cash stocks has been the best return at 11.8, real estate at 8.5, bonds at 4.3, real bonds at 1.6, cash 3.4. That's probably a cash to cash equivalents, and real cash 0.3. So cash is the worst thing that you can hold between 1928 and 2025. I want you to think about that. All right? So if you think about that from a bigger perspective, when we think about, we holding cash, we actually doing ourselves a disservice. The goal is to invest as much as you can. Let me say that again. The goal to really build wealth is to invest as much as we can. That's how we win at the game. Like, we got to dial it in, y'all. And that's why we started the show off with, this is a great opportunity for us. And we got to be grateful for this opportunity, right? And so just putting your money in a saving account, that don't help. That ain't helping us. All right, let's go a little further. Since 1950, the S&P has had 25 corrections of 10 to 20% drop, 10 bear markets, 20% drop, and average return is still averaged about 11% annually, which tells us that corrections are frequent, but growth is persistent. Corrections are frequent, meaning we need to see those type of corrections. Those are healthy because we get to see the market take some of those profits, put them on the side. And again, news is going to dictate what's going on, but we got to be willing to say, I'm about to navigate through this. All right, let's go a little further. Now, this is one I really wanted to look at because this one is really good. So when I sent this to my team, I was like, and it's me because I'm just a research person. Like, I love research. I love finding data. I love being able to show us data because that's what changes the game for us, right? The data is what changes the game for us. So I saw this, and let me get in my notes in my screen for this. All right, so for this one, we talking about the breadth is improving under the surface. So if we look at it on here, we see where the S&P at. But if we look at it, we notice that the 20-day average was moving up. That's the first one at the bottom. We see the 50-day moving averages in an uptrend, and we see the 200-day. All of them are moving up. So what that tells us is that, let me see something. Grasshopper says, great vision, King, about London. This is kingdom thinking. With this $30, I want to sponsor someone's seat, and I have more to come later, okay? Love to walk you on. Great job. Thank you, family. I appreciate you, brother. So there we go. So if we're looking at that, we see the S&P is up, but we also see the 20-day is moving up, the 50-day moving up, and the 200-day moving up. And that tells us that below the surface, things are improving. Does that make sense? That shows us that below the surface, meaning the market is broadening. So in the Patreon today, I added something. In the Patreon today, I said, all right, yeah, somebody say explain, bro. I'm about to tell you. So in the Patreon today, so anytime you see this, anytime you see the 20-day moving up, the 50-day moving up, and the 100-day, the 200-day moving up, that tells us that the market is actually moving in the right direction, but not in one way. So normally if you see the S&P doing it, if you see the tech industry doing it, that's good. But this is showing us that it's not just one way, right? It's showing us with the S&P, if it's moving up, that means other areas of the market is also moving up. Remember I told you about looking at the RSP, which is the equal weighted index. It has the same thing, right? What that's showing us is that the leaders are moving out. So in the Patreon, I said, listen, y'all, yesterday's rally showed us something that was really good because Trump had been saying that once we sign this deal, and I'm gonna tell y'all something, bro, like, listen, I know y'all don't like bro, and I get it, right? But you gotta know how to, I wanna say this and I don't want nobody to take this wrong, like, cause y'all, y'all crazy with the pause. Man, you gotta be able to take what you can and leave the rest in the trash. And what I mean by that is this, bro, like, bro, you don't gotta like him, cool. We don't like him, bet. But here's what we do though. This market, he got his thumbprint on it. And he telling us what's going on. And if you listen to it, when he said, rare earth minerals is where we going at, those stocks rallied. But they stayed down a little bit, they rallied. Then he said he invested in Intel, he invested in these rally. He said, hey, we looking, buy stocks now, rally. Dell, rally. He talked about MU, rally. Everything he put his hands on, they don't lose. Because we know what he doing. Right? He got his thumb on the market. He been saying it for 2 weeks, y'all. Hey, once we get this thing signed, this market gonna rally because of this war. It's gonna rally. I'm not worried. All right? In his mind, and I was in Patreon, I would say, hey, y'all, I said, listen, you about to see Trump start making some threats. Once that 10-year got to 4.5, 4.6, I said, yo, he about to start making them threats. And the Patreon people in the chat, and they can tell you I was saying this, so they don't think it's no fluff. I was like, hey, bro, he about to start making some threats. Cause I said, he really don't want to go to war with them people, right? Cause that's gonna make it worse. But he gotta put that out there to try to like pump fake so he can get this market to go. He need to pressure a deal. That's what he trying to do, pressure a deal. If you're in the Patreon and you remember me saying that, put some fire in the chat right quick. I'm like, yo, he's just trying to pressure a deal because he need to get them damn bonds down from that 10-year. He need to get that down from 4.6. It need to drop. And he got to get that oil to come down. So he going to now just pressure until he get a deal. And so when they ask him about inflation, he's like, I'm not mad at it being at no 3%. That's all right with me. He don't want that, but in his mind, he know, like, I'm going to pressure this deal. I'm going to go pressure this. I'm going to put so much pressure on this. And look what he said. The deal come out Saturday. Because I don't care what we say about Iran, they don't want to keep fighting either. Because what they doing now, they blocking the strait, America blocking the strait. Now you can't even do the money you want to do because they like, America, like, all right, bet we're going to block it too on our end. Now nobody ain't getting no money. Nobody ain't getting no money. So it was getting the $2 million from the people, and Trump was like, oh, that what you want to do? Oh, no, we going to block that. Ain't nobody coming in. So now nobody not getting no money. And if nobody can't get no money, then we wasting time. So he signed a deal. Markets go crazy. But if we've been sitting on the sideline, we missed the rally. And you got to think about it. The market only gives you you can't guess those rallies. You got to already be in position when they do it. And bruh, my back was hurting. So I ain't do nothing yesterday, but came up on 525. I didn't add no new plays. I have a ticket. I ain't do nothing new. Now today we put a couple plays in, we put 2 plays in because the market is down. I like striking in down markets, especially when we in this this bull market like this. Right? Now, does that mean every play gonna run? Every play ain't gonna work out. Again, if you hit my stop loss, I'm gonna respect it. I'm gonna cut it and then look for the re-enter. I'm not tripping. But man, we killing it right now, man. We killing it right now. So that's what I mean by that. All right, let's go a little further. All right, so only 34% of the S&P stocks beat the index in the last year. Think about that. Now, last year, remember, we was affected by tariffs. So stocks wasn't rolling over. It was mostly tech stocks last year. So 34% of the S&P. And so this is why I tell us, we need to only trade leaders. And the reason why I say we only trade leaders because I don't got time to be trying to find a stock that's underperforming, and because it's underperforming, now I want to put a leap option on it. No, I won't get the leaders. I'm going to pay the premium for having the leaders, and 8 out of 12 times my leader's going to hit. That's the game, bro. Right, that's the game. So anyway, let's go a little further. What are you looking for?
You hear that squeal? I think it's a bird stuck somewhere.
It's crazy. All right, the 10 most valuable companies in the world right now. NVIDIA at $5 trillion, Alphabet 4.4, Apple 4.3, Microsoft 2.6, and now SpaceX at 2.8 trillion. I think, if I'm not mistaken, SpaceX just beat Microsoft, or it came back down by the end of the day. Amazon, TSM, Broadcom, Saudi Aramco, and Tesla. Imagine being a man that got 2 of your companies in the most, that's crazy. Imagine being that guy. Imagine being that guy. So, all right, let's go a little further. All right, so NASDAQ 100 will strong buy. Now, I will say this, the NASDAQ just cut. I think they just added. Let me see something. Talking about the NASDAQ, let me see something. I think the NASDAQ just added a couple stocks this last week, or they gonna add a couple stocks. Damn. They just added a couple stocks. Anyway, here's the biggest potential return. So here's what 100 stocks with the strongest buy. So Strategy, ISMND, Intuit, DoorDash, Zscaler, Constellation Brands, NVIDIA, Thomas Reuters, Axon, Autodesk, PDD Holdings, Palantir, Meta, Millie, which is Michael Lieber, Mercado Libre, MELI is what I call it. Microsoft, Netflix, Broadcom, T-Mobile. These have the biggest strong buy rating right now. I'm interested in that because I'm wondering why Strategy got such a strong buy rating. Intuit got such a strong buy rating. DoorDash I can understand Zscaler, I can understand Constellation Brands. But it's interesting to see some of the companies that have strong buys right there. It's interesting to see that. Let's go a little further. All right, now, tomorrow at 2 p.m., we got the Federal Reserve will announce its latest interest rate decision, making the first Fed meeting under Federal Reserve Chairman Kevin Walsh. This will be followed by Kevin Walsh's first FOMC press conference as Fed chair. It's going to be interesting to see what he say. If he's talking about hikes, we going to hell. I'm letting y'all know now. If he say anything or if he talk anything about hikes, we out of here. We dead. We dead. If he talk about hike, yeah, there we go. Thank y'all. Rocket Lab, NBIS, CoreWeave are all going to be added to the S&P 500. Yeah. 3,600 in the chat. Let's go, man. Let's see if we can get 4,000, man. Let's push 4,000, y'all. We've been averaging 35, 36 lately. Let's see if we can push 4,000 people in the chat. All right, let's go a little further, man. Let's go a little further. All right, so this one is good because we got the Fed coming up. I want us to talk about interest rates, right? Because a lot of people don't understand how interest rates work. Define a leader for the people trap. They need to get the options masterclass. That's what we define. We do all that. Come join the Patreon. They'll know what a leader is then. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Look at my text. Oh. Ain't come through. All right, so let's talk about interest rates for a second. What happens when interest rates change? So when interest rates goes up, borrowing gets more expensive. This is a breakdown that people need to understand. So when interest rates go up, borrowing gets more expensive. Mortgage costs more, car notes cost more, credit card interest rise, business borrows less. Now when interest rates stay the same, the economy is stabilized. So mortgage rates stay similar, business can plan ahead, markets focus on earnings, and consumers keep spending. Now, when interest rates go down, borrowing gets cheaper. So it lowers mortgage rates, lower pay loans, lower business interest moves, and consumers get to spend more. Number 4, how does this stock market impact? So what investors watch? Lower rates often help growth stocks. Higher rates pressure technology stocks. We know that. Stable rates reduce uncertainty. Why the Fed changes rates? Well, controlling the economy. Inflation too high, that means they raise rates. Economy too slow, they lower rate. Economy is balanced, they hold rates. All these things are important for us to know. Right? All of these are important for us to know because we need to understand how interest rates impact us as traders and as investors. Bless Shy, welcome to the shareholders. So what's the levels, Jose?
Shareholders and the investors. But one thing I noticed also, sometimes we got people joining and they ain't even on the live. They just joining in on the network drink. You know what I'm saying?
So what they get inside there?
They get exclusive content.
They get exclusive content.
They got the GIFs and emojis.
They get the GIFs and the emojis.
Yeah. They're gonna get this week again like the whole sermon.
Oh, they get the sermon. Also, like we do special stuff, they get all that
like,
special content.
Like case in point, one of the first joints we put in there was the interview with you and Ross. They got that drink. A lot of people were still like, yo, that was a phenomenal interview. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I'm really a good interviewer, bro.
Yeah, that joint was good. And that was, I don't want to say early, but it was early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, here you go, Rob.
You know Rob got the VCR phone too.
Yeah, so
that's why it took forever to come through.
TER, ALAB, CoreWeave, Rocket Lab, and Nibis are all going to the S&P. Is getting added to the NASDAQ. I'm sorry, they all getting added to the NASDAQ. So yeah, man, come join the investors or come join the, what it is?
Shareholders.
The shareholders. What's the difference?
I gotta look at the full breakdown. I ain't got it memorized. When they go in there, break down the difference on that joint.
All right, cool. All right, let's go a little further, man. Let's get a 1-800-TRAPPER, man. Let's get a 1-800-TRAPPER before we do it.
Hey, Trap, what's going on? Appreciate you taking my call. I'll get straight to it. I'm looking at UFO, right? And I see it came down to a key level. I'm thinking with SpaceX IPO popping off on Friday and the introduction to it being in the NASDAQ 100 like 15 days later, I think it's like the 27th or something like that. I can see another explosion or a bullish trend to the upside. Wanted to get your take on that. Let me know what you think. Appreciate you taking my call again. Have a great day, man. Bless.
I don't know, man. I thought, I'm not gonna lie, I thought they would have did better than what they, huh? Them birds chirping, huh?
Right. Putting bird emojis.
Them birds is happy. I don't know, man. I thought the space sector would actually do better than what they're doing right now since it's moving. You know what I'm saying? He's doing all that, and it's in there. I thought it would be doing better than that. So I don't know, man. That was kind of my idea. Can we have more benefits? Pascal, you always want more, bro.
Pascal always.
Yeah, you always want more, bro.
Start the show early.
No, you
Drop
can't
the
get
beat,
more.
Jose.
No, you can't get more.
6 o'clock.
No, you can't get more, Pascal. God, leave, man. Guys always want more. Every time. Can we get more?
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I'm working hard. I got y'all.
Hey, y'all always want more. Hey, can we get more? Can we get a little more, Jose?
Be the first one to chat 6 o'clock. Drop the beat, Jose. Bruh, it started at 7. 198 weeks. We do the same thing.
Hey, we drop. Hey, Jose, at 6 o'clock, drop the beat. Well, what? You want the beat at 6:02? Man, flush Pascal, man. Flush Pascal.
We still love you, but still, yeah.
Flush Pascal, man.
Oh man.
Yeah, well, I know it's not added to UFO yet, and it's not added to nothing yet. But I'm saying, I thought in my mind, I thought that even without being added to it, I thought that it was gonna be performed better. The space would have performed better because of it. So yeah. Anyway, let's go a little further. So that's what I got for you on that, brother. But I definitely want to see. So in 5 days it get added to VTI. In 15 days, it get added to QQQ. And so then it's going to get added to another bunch of ETFs and index funds like that. So it first started option trading today. So I know a lot of people trying to jump on that. I ain't trying to jump on that. So let's go a little further, man. SpaceX was the 7th most traded ticker, holding over 2.5% of all traded options in its first day of option momentum. Look at all that, bro. Them people trying to trade. They trying to trade that thing, boy. They trying to trade that SpaceX, boy. Let's look at that. SPY, VOO, SPX, Tesla, IWM, NVIDIA, SpaceX. They was trying to trade that joker today. I don't want none of that, cuz. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. I saw somebody say, bro, I'm getting smoked on this SpaceX trade today. I saw a few people post that like on Twitter. Like, bro, I got smoked on this. Man, listen, I'm just standing away from it, dog. Right now, because there ain't no hype moving them. They got one, what you trading over? They got one candle. The key level is the one candle. What you... Yeah, moving high. My daily average. They go to high, they go to high, they go to low. I'm gonna put the fib on it. On what? On what? Man, the fibs don't say nothing. You're lying. Stop. Fib ain't tell you nothing. They got one candle. The weekly, the daily, all say the same. We got the monthly, the weekly, and the daily, all got the same candle, cuz. Man, got confluence. Where? Where you see confluence at, cuz? Stop. Previous day high, previous day low, all on the weekly. What you... Man, stop it, bro. Stop it. You got one candle. Bro, trading off one candle. What are you doing, man? You guessing, man. You better stop, man. You tripping, cuz. Man, it bounced off the fib. On what? On what? Man, jump off the fib at 9:45. What? That's crazy. Man, we trade. I put puts on SpaceX. Why? I put nothing on it. I'm going to keep my money somewhere else, cuz. There's 6,700 other stocks I could be trading. Why would I trade one of this space? That's the problem. That's when people in this euphoric feeling, they're going to disregard everything they know. They're going to disregard everything they see. Oh, man, I'm long SpaceX, cuz. I'm about to do a year leap option on SpaceX. What you think, Trap? Die. You're dead. You're going to die, bro. Leave that alone. Like, bro, you got to leave it alone. You got to leave it alone. You got to give it some time. You just out here winging it, bro. You out here, man, you know what I'm saying? Man, YOLO. I ain't really tripping off it if it do. No, you are. You are. That's why you asking me. Because you want to see if I'm going to give you confirmation bias. Nah, bro, I'm straight. Leave that alone, bro. Go look at MU. Look at one of these other things that's doing good, bro. Leave that alone. But people don't know how to stop. They don't know how to, they be caught up in the high. And you know the biggest thing with something like SpaceX? You won't be the one to be like, I got it when it was low. I got it when it, bro, I could care less, bro. Somebody hit me the other day was like, you told people don't invest in SpaceX. I said, don't invest on the IPO out the gate. And the reason why is because it's gonna rally, but Elon's smart. He did something that was real dope. So he put this clause in to where like the stock gotta be up at least 30% before you can sell. So that keep people from selling, right? And then you also gotta be inside of this lock. It's just a lot. I'd rather just like leave it alone, bro.
How often they do that though? Like
He rewrote the rule. He rewrote the rule. Scott, there's a couple things he did that way he rewrote the rule. He changed the game. He made the game different. So the first thing he did that changed the game was I'm trying to find this thing. So he did this thing where you can only sell once it reaches a certain point to get more shares on the market, right? He did that intentionally to keep the stock from falling. But we as investors got to realize, bro, it might run for a week. It's cool. But what happens when it's still a valuation game. What happens when people realize, bro, you are trading at 100x times the money you make. You only bring in $18 billion last year. You trading at 1.7, 2 point something trillion right now. Bro, you 150 times worth what you bring 18 million in last year, 18 billion. God, you going crazy. And at the end of the day, I feel like the market's just setting us up. That's what I honestly feel, bro. I feel like they setting us up for the kill, and they waiting for us, and then they gonna backdoor us, dog. Especially on this one. I really feel like they gonna backdoor us on this one, bro. That's why I'd rather just like pump my brakes, bro. I feel like they're gonna backdoor us on this one, and I feel like a lot of people gonna get hurt. And I think that people gonna be naive about it, and they're gonna try to hide it. Well, I just rather be like, bro, let's just sit on the side. Right? I think, and I could be wrong, bro. Like, it opened at 130, kind of at 140, then ran all the way to 160, then jumped up to 200. So now people like, oh man, I'm late. I'm like, bro, this thing been on the market 4 days. I'm on the market 3 days. What you missing? If it's a good stock, it's gonna be a good stock. You're not missing on nothing. But they don't be understanding. All right, let's talk about this. So here's the SpaceX IPO unlock and how it's scheduled to go, like for 95% of the shares that are currently frozen. So the IPO is June 12, 2026. Only 4.5% public float is available, right? I mean, that's what's available to the market, right? The first major unlock, meaning investors can sell, is August 11 after Q2 earnings. So you may see SpaceX rally all the way till August, right? Because that's when people can get out. Up to 20% of eligible shares as well. Rolling 7% August through late October. The biggest single trench is November 9th after Q3 earnings, right? For unlocked eligible shares by December 9th, 180 days, which is pretty much regular. At 180 days, that's when you can get out of any IPO, but Elon boosted up. Performance bonus, any extra 10%, total 30% after 2 quarters is possible if the stock stays above 30%, above the 135 IPO price. So you got to think, why they pumping the price up right now? Because they wanted to stay above that 135. Why they want to stay above 135? So they can exit. It's up 30%. That's the game. So now if it stays up to past 135, then they can get out and start. Now you got to think, once they start selling, now you add more supply to the market. So if it starts selling, that sucker can come all the way down. That's why I just rather just chill. And that's how the breakdown goes. Q2 earnings is in August. They're going to unlock 20%. And then they'll unlock 90%. No, 7%. Day 1, 27%. 135, 20%. Q3 earnings, they'll unlock 28%. And by December 9th, they'll unlock the last 170%. I'm telling y'all, man, if you just be a little patient. I think you're gonna probably get it about I think you'll get it at about 115 if you're patient enough. If you're patient enough, you'll get it at about 115. We'll see how I go. Hopefully I'm wrong, because they probably got people in it already. I hope I'm wrong. Let's go a little further. Here are the SpaceX biggest winners. So Kimball Musk, 600, he has a 0.4% stake, valued now at $760 million, right? Jack Dorsey has a 14% stake, valued at $2.6 billion. Larry Ellison from Oracle has a 0.15% stake, valued at $2.7 billion. The Prince bin Talal Al Saud, $5.1 billion. Founders Fund, $50 billion. Google has 5% of the stake at $90 billion. You got somebody like Larry Ellison on there who's saying like, bro, I don't even sell my shares. So him being worth 2.7 just in Tesla stock, in that stock, you know what he gonna do with that? He ain't gonna do nothing but borrow money on that. That's how you gonna fund Oracle. Off these Tesla, off these SpaceX shares. That's how you gonna fund Oracle. Let's go a little further.
Yo, what up, Trav? This be Walsh from the Patreon. Just had a question on averaging in, averaging down on option contracts. I've never done it, not planning to do it, but just wanted kind of like your breakdown on what it is and your thought process on if it's a good thing to ever do or if you don't recommend doing it at all. Appreciate it.
So averaging in can come through many different ways. It can be, especially when it comes to options, it can be more so like progressive positioning. And it's simply saying like once your stock once you see the setup and then like you see your stock go from, 155 to 175. So like, hey, this is strong and you still see it. Progressive scaling in is like, yo, I'm gonna add another leg without cutting my other leg. So I'm gonna add another leg. I do it all the time. Like my MU, you see me with multiple plays, that's me scaling in. So initially I may go in with half a brick, right? That's half of my normal position size based on that stock. Once it goes up $50, $60, but with this one it's like $120 or something like that. Like once it go up a certain percent, all I'm gonna do is say, all right, on the next dip, especially if you create another high, create a higher low, I'm gonna say, all right, let me add another size in, because I like what it's doing right there. I'm doing it with STX right now. I'm in 3 plays. So then if it go up and it's still below that 50%, and go up again, I'm like, add another leg in it. Then once it gets past 50%, 60%, if it gets 100%, I can sell my first leg and keep my other 2. So you progressively add in position size based on how the market is rewarding the current stock that you're in. Does that make sense? There we go. All right, let's go a little further. All right, John Jones. John Jones from 1816 to 1879 was an African-American business, tailor, and abolitionist who became one of Chicago's most influential civil rights leaders during the Defense Civil War. Born free in North Carolina, he rose from modest beginnings to become a leading advocate for black community, black equality, and one of Illinois' first black elected officials. Let's give it up for John Jones.
Jones was born into slavery in 1817 on a plantation in Leesburg, Virginia. At the age of 27, Jones and his 2 half-brothers escaped, taking the Underground Railroad from Virginia to New York.
They walked almost 300 miles. The last 8 miles, they actually got a ride in someone's wagon to Elmira. John Jones was 27 years old. He had $1.46 in his pocket and immediately began to seek work.
Jones managed to get a season's worth of education and served an active role as a sexton for his local church, and among the backdrop of the Fugitive Slave Act, served as an agent for the Underground Railroad. Talmia Aaron says Jones committed his life to the cause, knowing the potential consequences.
So it was a very dangerous time. The penalties were high, and the penalties were also high for those who assisted those who were perceived escaping from slavery.
Between 1851 and 1860, John Jones helped over 860 men, women, and children escape slavery, none of whom were ever captured. Most of them made their way across the border into Canada. When the Civil War broke out, Jones worked at the Woodland Cemetery, where he gave dignified burials to Confederate soldiers from the nearby Elmira prison camp. Jones buried 2,963 prisoners and kept meticulous records of each soldier and their possessions. The families of Confederate soldiers were so moved by Jones's care for them, only 3 bodies were removed from the cemetery. His precise record-keeping also allowed Woodland to be declared a national cemetery by the federal government.
So this one season of learning allowed him to be able to keep the kind of documentation that impacts history to this day.
By the time Jones died in 1900, he was the wealthiest black man in the western part of New York and left an invaluable mark in the city of Elmira.
Yo. Hey, yo. Hey, yo, wait. I thought. Oh, man. Actually, Benson pulled good.
Sciatic nerve.
He pulled that good.
Sciatic nerve.
Hey, I thought you was faking.
Like
I'm doing
I said,
countdowns and everything. I say, oh, he just ignoring me.
that's sciatic
Oh,
nerve.
shout out to John Jones. Shout out to John.
Shout out to John Jones. Let's go a little further.
Hey, Peace Trap, it's Quasi here. First of all, thank you for everything that you do for us in the Patreon community. So today, my question is about time frames and how they relate to the moving averages. So time frames has been a big game changer for me and what you've been teaching us. When I look at the time frames, I'm trying to get an understanding on what the stories are when I look at different time frames as they relate to moving averages. So for example, I'm looking at SPY. When I look at SPY on the 1 hour, it has a different relationship with its 200 day and its 50 day and its 20 day. When I look at SPY on, say, the 4 hour, it has a completely different understanding. On the 4 hour, for example, the SPY is over the 200 currently, but on the 1 hour is under. So could you help me understand what that relationship is as far as what is the story being told when I look at a 4 hour versus the 1 hour as it relates to why SPY would be so much under a 200 moving average on a 1 hour, but it would be way above it on the 4 hour if they still exist in the same day? Okay, thank you for taking my question. I appreciate it.
Man, that's such a good question. This is good because time frame, so we call that time frame alignment. And so time frame alignment is important. Here's why. You want to see your moving averages curving up at the same time. Now remember, even though in the same day you see the stock price moving throughout the day, but think about it as traffic, right? So I could be in think about the 1 hour, because you have more things happening in 1 hour, there's more traffic there. So the stock has to do a lot to get above the moving average, right? So every hour something has to happen, right? Something has to be happening for it to climb on top of that. Well, in your 4 hour, only 2 things need to happen in a day. It's judging it from a 4 hour perspective, right? So in 4 hours, this gives me this. In 4 hours, this gives me that. I got 2 counters based on 1 day. That gets me there faster. Now, on a 1 day, you got 8 hours that make up, 6 hours that make up 1 candle. So less things need to happen, right? So what happens is anything that happens it takes longer for it to happen on the 4 hour and the daily than it does on the 1 hour. This is why your larger time frames are actually better to trade off, because it's less movement. You need less things to happen and you get a clearer picture. But it's really good when you get the alignment. The reason why it's really good when you get the alignment, when you get the 1 hour, the 4 hour, and the daily to all say the same thing, that's what we call time frame alignment. When all of those are saying the same thing, that's when we know we got a really good, strong trend that's happening right here, right? Whereas on the 1 hour, something may happen at 1 hour, something may happen at 9 o'clock. At 10 o'clock, it may start changing. Let's say it opens high at 1 o'clock. At 9:30. And then 10 o'clock is high. By 11 o'clock, you get that drop. 12 o'clock, you get a doji candle. 1 o'clock, you get a doji candle. 2 o'clock, you get a red body candle. 3 o'clock, you get a doji candle. 4 o'clock, you get a right back where we was at, right? So now you have all that movement. On a 4-hour candle, you're gonna have two things that happen. On a 1-hour candle, you just got a doji candle by itself, right? And so those moving averages, right? Those moving averages, they lag. So the EMAs hug the price, the SMAs lag the price. So all of that action is making your moving averages take time to move in correlation. So it's taking time and time and time and time and time and time and time. So that's what you want. So it's not that, even though the same thing is happening, you're getting 4 different stories based on how much activity is happening during each time frame. So again, it's why we really love our daily and our weekly, because we don't have all that noise. Now you go to the 1 hour for us to confirm that the daily and weekly is strong, but now we getting a little bit more, we okay with getting a little bit more understanding of the activity that's going on, because the party is always going on the 1 hour. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense, man. Did that make sense, Rob? Made good sense? I hope he in the chat so he can tell me that made sense to him, because I love when it makes sense. All right, let's go a little further, man. I hope we answered that question right, man. I hope we answered that question for you. I know we answered it right. All right, let's go a little further. All right, so good. All right, the AI revolution needs more funding. So net equity issuances are estimated to rise to $200 billion in 2026 and surge to 500% year over year in 2027 to $1.2 trillion, according to JP Morgan. This includes IPOs, secondary offerings, and other share sales after accounting for buybacks. This largest 2-year period of net stock issuance since at least the 1990s. This marks a sharp reversal from $12 trillion of sharp repurchases in the previous 20 years. Shrinking the available stock supply consistently each year, the surge is being driven by SpaceX SPX $85.7 billion IPO, the largest in history, alongside another IPO of OpenAI and Anthropic. At the same time, Alphabet, Meta, and Oracle are all expected to raise hundreds of billions in security shares offering to fund their AI spending. All right, so basically what's happening is this. People trying to get these data centers up, and they cost. And they're trying to get it up without putting a lot of debt on the balance sheet. And they're trying to get it up, so that's why they're using shares, right? And they're trying to do it by keeping the balance sheet clean. So when you do a debt through shares, that debt don't come on the balance sheet the same way. You know what I'm saying? Instead of saying, hey, give me a loan for this much money, now you done added $15 billion and whatever on your balance sheet. You threw it through shares so it don't get on your balance sheet. So that's why they doing that, and it's the largest ever. That's why Google not performing right now. And I might be forced to cut it just for right now, because the market like, hey, bro, what you need more money for? Like, go get the debt the right way. And the market actually feels like companies are going too far in on this. I'm not the one to say, yeah, they going too far in on it, because it'll pan out in the end, but it is affecting stock price right now. Honestly, if he can make a video, it would be nice to max my Roth IRA. Since I follow him in stock, he's mentioned, so I was just wondering how, I don't know what you said. All right, so y'all always want me to make a video for something.
You just asking what you do after you max out your IRA.
What do you mean what you do? You sit back and wait till next year to max it out again.
I'm only laughing because he was spamming in the chat. And then I was like, bro, chill, relax. You know what I'm saying? Just chill.
What do you mean? After you max it out, you wait, you max it out, there's nothing you can do. You put the 7,500 in, you maxed out, you do it again next year. You keep doing it.
There it is.
I don't understand. What do you want?
No, it's even funny because I had to put him on timeout. So, and then he got the answer. Or they got that answer.
Yeah, well, you max it out the next year. And a year after that.
I love this show.
And a year after that. And a year after that. You just keep maxing it out. There's nothing different. Max it out. Open another account so you can do your primary. All right. Equity supply rose poised to surge. So net equity issuance since rising at it, and that's what we just talked about tonight. So they passing out equities and giving that so that it can they issuing out equity. So that's the goal. The goal is to issue out equity so that, and it's shrinking how many stocks they have. It's shrinking the stock, what they have for stocks to do that. So that's kind of what the issue really is. And let's go a little further. I wanted to break this down to us because I thought this was really good and I thought this was important for us to see what this is. God damn, Steve. All right, so I guess I can say it after the show, Jose. Steve, yeah. Steve, you try to get them YouTubes off, you heard me? Steve, drop the YouTube after the show, bro. Gotta start telling Steve that. Drop the YouTube after the show, Steve. God dang, cuz. Steve be like, nah, bro. Nah, bro. Once you give me the information, bro, I'm dropping it. I'm dropping it. Not now, man. Why my Meta page doing that? I don't want to create that. I'll just do it later. All right, let's go a little further. Yeah. All right, so here's the semiconductor equipment. It's the next big investment, and here's how I think we should break that down. Bro, Meta be tripping, dog. All right, so is this the front end of the equipment? So you're talking ASML, LRCX, KLAC, which did a split, CMAT, ACMR, AMAT, right? These are the front ends of the AI system. So you got lithography, etching, thin film deposit, inspection. Inspection is something that often gets overlooked. Chip cleaning also gets overlooked. Let's go a little further. Where the lady come from? The lady? All right, on here. Oh, I know where that was from. Keenan Grace, thank you for the super chat. Bro, I just found out who this dude was, man. The dude Keenan Grace, like his page came up over my thing. He did something that went viral, I think, and it came up on I was like, oh man, that's your boy. I meant to shoot you a DM too, bro. Man, thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I appreciate you, family. I'm gonna shoot you a DM, man. Something you had posted came up on my feed. It was some really good information, man. So thank you for that super chat, brother. Keep putting in that work you putting in, bro. I see it. I see you. Definitely see the work you putting in on that green screen. So thank you for that, brother. Thank you so much for that, man. I definitely see the work you're putting in. I meant to shoot you a DM yesterday when it came up on my feed. I was like, oh, man, this king who had dropped the super chat for me. So yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I
yes,
hit
sir.
it quick because everybody in the chat was like, yo, that's crazy. Da, da, da.
Yeah. And I ain't say it,
okay.
but when he dropped, I guess it came up on my feed. I was like, oh, this the king who dropped the super chat. So shout out to Keenan Grace. Shout you out, King. I appreciate that super chat. Thank you for that. I'm gonna definitely shoot you a DM, bro. I like what you're doing over there, bro. I like what you're doing over there, King. Definitely appreciate that, for sure. Definitely appreciate what you're doing over there. All right, so here's the next part of the thing. So it's packaging and bonding. That's your AMAT. And then you got your dicing and cutting. Then Then you got your testing equipment. That's important too. The TER. And then you got your back-end testing. That's the CAMT. So watch those because those are going to be important. The reason why I'm showing that to y'all is because I'm showing it to y'all because I wanted you all to see some of the breakdowns that we get when it go through the AI. So check that out. All right, let's go a little further. All right, what jobs are growing in AI? I think this is important. Hospitality, leisure and hospitality, government, healthcare, construction, social assistance, manufacturing, professional and business services, and mining and lodging. That's where the most at. It's losing in transportation, retail, information, wholesale, and financing activities. That's where the jobs are not at.
I think I already know your answer real quick, but it's been coming up across my feed and people been texting me and stuff. What you think about like the AI trading?
I don't like it because I want to trade for myself, but I know people are lazy. People don't want to learn. People always look for the shortcut.
Mm-hmm.
People gonna always look for the shortcut. People gonna always look for the easiest way out, so they're not gonna want to learn it. I think that you do yourself a disservice when you don't learn it.
You think if more people doing it's going to affect the market, or what you think?
Nah, I mean, because the big dogs doing it right now. Big dog, but that's all algorithmic trading is. That's all quant trading is. Yeah, it's been around. They've been doing it.
Been around.
Yeah, they've been doing it. It ain't nothing new. They've been doing it. That's all. Like I said, that's all quant trading is people using, you know what I'm saying, computers and AI. But people lazy, and because people lazy, they not gonna want to learn. So they gonna, man, let me get this AI to trade for me, and let me do this, and I won't be in control of my money. Now I like AI doing a lot of other stuff. I ain't mad at it, but man, I'm gonna trade for myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna trade for myself. Oh man, I be saying YouTube people saying it. If you're not trading with AI, man, shut up. I ain't trading with no AI. I trade with myself. You know what I'm saying? Now you can use it in some ways, but I don't need it pulling the trigger for me. Yeah, but that's all quant trading is, and that's all that is. It's still that, bro. So yeah, but again, you got lazy people, and we know what lazy people gonna do. Lazy people don't want to put in the work. And then, because now they can blame AI. Man, AI lost me my money, man. I lost my money with AI. But you ain't gonna never say, no, you lost your money. All right, let's go a little further, because I ain't gonna beat AI.
Hey, Trav, this is Roy, all the way from Brooklyn. Thank you for all that you do, and thank you for Jose for taking my question. My question is in regards to selling option contracts that are your runners. So I had the problem where I sold my runner because at the end of a week, 2 weeks ago, MU started to pull back a little bit, and I figured I'd take profits. I wasn't mad with the profit. It was about a 40% profit, but the following Monday, it gapped up about $100. So I left a lot of money on the table, which, whatever. But it goes back to what you were saying about being priced out. Is there something I could look at, or should I be paying close attention to, especially when it comes to those option contract runners? Thank you.
Oh, you got the same problem George got. That red day scared the shit out of you. You know what I'm saying? He got the problem George got. That red day scared the shit out of you, bro. You don't want to give it back. You don't want to give it back. Man, I ain't getting it back. So I'll say this. The one thing I don't be mad at, like, I'll never get mad at people for taking profit. I'm going to say this. You never go broke taking profit. But you got to always know this. There's always a pro and a con to everything. The pro and the con of everything in this. If you're willing to cut profit short, you got to be willing to say, if this sucker gap up on me, I'm going to miss that gap. I missed it. The other side of that is, if I stay in it, I got to be willing to say gap down on me, and I take the That's it, because we don't know, especially when you do it on a Friday. That's why I always be saying, like, it's okay to take profit. Like, once you get into the 2 contract mode, that's when things will get a little better for you. 2 and 3 contract mode, because you can sell one and be like, all right, I'm still good. You know what I'm saying? But you're going to always deal with that. But there's no way around that. There's no way around that. Because we don't know what's going to happen the next day. We don't know what's going to happen a week from now. And we got to be in position. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing you can look at. You got to say, hey, I trust what I see. And what I see is, if you trust what you see and what you see is say, get out, man, get out and live with it. If what you see say, man, I'm willing to stay in, I'm willing to stay in and take what comes with it, right? There's no way around it. You don't know we don't know what's going. That's like yesterday. Imagine if I would have sold all my positions, right? Imagine if I would have sold all my positions. I would have been pissed off yesterday, missing a 3% day. I would have been pissed off. I left $500,000 on the table. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be heated leaving that $500,000 on the table. You can't make that up, dog. Right? But you gotta be willing to say, you know what? I'm gonna sell a couple contracts. That's gonna give me some cash. And that's why I never have to chase. The reason why I don't have to chase is because I'm not selling all my stuff. Right? Now I'll take a lot of contracts off. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna take them contracts off. But I'm letting that joker run, man. So, but that's all part of the trading game, bro. There's, it'll be the ones you hold on to that drag you through the mud, be the ones you let go that run through the moon. As soon as I cut the arm play, the next day it ran, but it dragged me for 2 weeks. 2 weeks it dragged me through the mud. I went all the way down to 41%. Man, cut it. Next day, gap up. Following day, gap up again. I said, God damn. You know what I'm saying? But now it came back down a little bit. I'm like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? That's part of the trading game, right? That's why I love when you can get two or more contracts, because now that's not something that's gonna hurt you. So, yeah, that's what I got to say about that, man. Let's go, Jose. What we got? All right, copper is the new oil. A major S&P study shows that global copper demand will jump 50% by 2040, soaring from 28 million to 42 million metric tons annually, while supplies fall short, leaving a 10 million ton deficit that will become a systematic risk to this global economy. The biggest new force behind the surge in AI infrastructure, with data center consuming copper for power, cooling, and networking, analysts say that demand is, I don't know what that word is, inelastic, and developers will pay almost any price to secure supply. JP Morgan even project data center copper demand could quadruple in a single year, layering on EVs, renewables, and grid upgrades, and defensive spending. And copper demand is exploding from every direction. Prices have already hit record highs above $13,000 a ton, up more than 40% in a year, prompting us to label copper a critical mineral. For the first time, whoever controls copper may end up controlling the speed of the AI and clean energy revolution. I just made that's what the YouTube is about. The YouTube that we just dropped is about 3 companies in the AI space that I feel are essential to this copper game. Go ask Stringer Bell with any elastic. So yes, I feel like copper is the new oil. I 100% feel that way. I 100% feel that way. So I dropped a new YouTube. Go check it out. I went in depth on this copper play, and I think this is one of them ones that is important. Yeah, is copper considered a precious metal? That is. It's mostly a critical mineral. And think about it. A copper mine takes 10, 15, 20 years to open up. So that's what's going to make it. You don't just say, hey, this is a copper mine, I'm about to break it open. It take anywhere between 10 to 20 years for that thing to get up and running and going. AI not waiting 20 years. I should have been saving my pennies. All right, let's go a little further, man.
Shout out to Ike, who said joined in 23 and you made one of my friends a millionaire this year. You know what I'm saying? There's power in what you have done to people in my circle. Let's go.
Ike says, Trap, I joined in 2023 and you have made one of my friends a millionaire. Let's go. All right, Jeff Bezos returns, this time to build an AI engineer. Jeff Bezos is back as CEO of Preemphus, his new company, his new AI company, marking his first CEO role since leaving Amazon in 2021. Prometheus raised $12 billion at a $41 billion valuation. Instead of building a chatbot, the company is creating an artificial general engineer to design and manufacture physical products like computers, cars, and spacecraft. He back at it. He back at it. Now, mind you, the Blue Origin that he just did, it blew up. That's why, it blew up everything. They tried to land, it blew up everything. It blew up the rocket holder, it blew up the landfill, it blew up everything. But guess what? That's why you're a billionaire. So all you're gonna do is clean it up and run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Let's go a little further. All right. Big Tech just backed Germany's bid to build the perfect robot. U.S. tech giants have backed a German company in its latest fundraising round to develop its humanoid robots tech. Nuria Robotics Series C financing, which is worth up to $1.4 billion, featured Tether, Qualcomm, Amazon, and NVIDIA, alongside with European industrial companies Bosch and Schaeffler. I feel like I'm reading a Bible, man. And European Investment Bank. So again, this AI thing is spreading, man. It's spreading all over, bro. We ain't gonna miss it. And so that's what I meant earlier today about, bro, we are in one of the greatest times of our lifetime because they not slowing down. And if I'm gonna tell y'all something that people ain't gonna like, what I'm about to say. Watch me what I'm about to say, Rob. I actually think in my heart of hearts, watch what I'm about to say, Rob. I actually think in my heart of hearts, we about to go on like a 5-6 year bull run. Don't get me wrong, we're gonna have a pullback in it. We're gonna have some deep pullbacks in it. Bruh, once these data centers start cranking, they building them right now. Once they start cranking, once they get this AI cranking, how they want it, oh, bro, we about to go on that run. I'm telling you, bro, we about to go on that run. We about to go on that run. I think we're gonna be like in a 5-year bull market. But we know that come with corrections, that come with some different stuff, some deep pullbacks. I think we about to be on a 5-year bull run, dog. Just because of this. Just because of what's going on with the AI, what they doing. At least this is what, 2026? 7? The last one we had was what, 2022? We had a bear market. So 23, well, Trump hit us last year in 25. Still came out early. This 26. I give us about 2030, bro. To about 2030, bro. All right, let's go in it. Berkshire's new boss isn't sitting on cash. A few months after taking over from Warren Buffett, Greg Abel is making it clear he intends to put Berkshire Hathaway cash hoard to work. In the span of just a few days, Berkshire committed nearly $17 billion across 2 major transactions, agreeing to acquire home builder Taylor Morrison Home for $6.8 billion, excluding debt, and investing $10 billion in Alphabet through a discounted private placement tied to Google's parent massive artificial intelligence fundraising round. Remember, they're sitting on $400 and something billion. So even that little 6.8 billion, that 10 billion, you ain't put a dent in that 400. You ain't put a dent in that 400. But imagine being able to say, I'm controlling 400 billion. And freaking insane. Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro, I don't think we realize how much $1 billion is. Bro, we don't realize, like, I was talking to a friend of mine. Bro, and I was like, dog, like, we got all these millionaires and stuff like that. I'm like, but people don't really know, like, $1 million is a lot of money. $1 million, bro, that's a lot of money, dog. Bro, $1 million, 7 figures, that's a lot of money, bro. $1 billion?
I told you I did the math last time.
Bro, go ahead.
In regards to seconds, like if we take $1 and put it as seconds, 1 million seconds is 11.6 days. 1 billion seconds is 31.7 years. 1 trillion, 31,700 years.
Check this out. You can fill this room up to the ceiling if you had $1 billion. $1 billion, bro, will fill this room up to the ceiling. Huh? Bro, that's a lot of freaking money, cuz. Billion? We be saying it like it's just like, bro, that's a lot of billion? You can fill this room up from floor to ceiling with $1 billion, dog. I'm talking about from there to there, top to bottom, with $1 billion. That's a lot of money, cuz. That is insane. So when you be like, Jay a billionaire, bro, when you really be like, I'm cool with Jay, like, bro, you know a dude that went got $1 billion. Like ASAP Rocky wife is worth $2 billion, bro. Riri is worth $2 billion, bro. Island girl, man. Island girl. Poor. Come from nothing. She don't even want to sing no more. She just want to have babies and rock with her dude. She got $1 billion. She got 2 of them joints, bro. Billion. Like the bank account say billion in it. Like imagine like as a man, you like, bro, I'm laying next to a billionaire. Like this $1 billion, right? My wife is a billionaire. That's crazy. Let me ask you a question, Jose. How would you navigate your wife if your wife is a billionaire? Like, would you feel some type of way as a man?
I would feel amazing as a man.
Would you feel like, damn, like she a billionaire? I like got 100,000.
Man, chest out, my sciatica will be fixed.
I wouldn't care, bro.
You know
I wouldn't care what nobody say to me, bro.
Yeah, my hairline ain't receding, but I'll be bringing it down because I got a big forehead. Like, bro, I'm talking about, bruh, I'm telling you, bruh. I'm talking about.
Somebody say it's not a lot. What?
Yeah, they crazy.
Flush the person that say it's not a lot.
$1 billion.
You act like you randomly got $1 billion.
Getting a new body. I ain't playing.
Like you just randomly, yeah, that ain't a lot of money. I just got $1 billion. What? Bro, $1 billion? Damn. I wonder like how you feel when you going after that. Like, yo, I'm going after that billion. Like, I don't know how much stock I gotta trade to get $1 billion. Like, how much stock I gotta trade? Like, I hit the $1 million trade. My account, I'm in a good space with mine. Like, I saw it this morning, I was like, I ain't mad at what you got going on. But I ain't nowhere near no billion. I ain't even gonna lie, like, to go get like 50 million out the market, I'm like, bro, that's a journey for me. I see it, but like to go get 50 million out the market, I'm like, I could go get it, yeah. But I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I know it's there. But to go get $1 billion? Now imagine somebody being a trillionaire. Bro is a trillionaire. This man really walking on earth like none of y'all is, everybody beneath me. He a trillionaire. Y'all beneath me, bro. I'm straight. Y'all don't want this smoke. Damn.
Bruh, 2,740 years if he spent $1 million a day.
If he spent $1 million a day, 2,000. Bro, can you think about this, bro? We really in the era where we've now seen a man worth $1 trillion. He is they put something up today that say he is $1 trillion richer than the next person closest to him. I'll say that again. He's $1 trillion richer than the next person closest to him. So he worth like 1.2 trillion. The 2 is like 200 and something billion. So the closest person to him is worth 200 and something billion. He's $1 trillion worth more than them. What even comes after that? This dude walking around worth $1 trillion, bro. Just walking around. Like how you walk around worth one, I would be, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know how I would. I'd be a little schizophrenic right now. I wouldn't trust nobody. Worth $1 trillion, man, I'm in a cave, man.
Can't even leave the house, can't trust your own security.
Bro, how you walk around being worth $1 trillion? You just, like, you can't go to Walmart. How you shop? How you go to DoorDash? How you DoorDash? Man, you Mr. Elon.
Get him.
Hit him with the like on space. Bro, what kind of women you get at the $1 trillion? I wouldn't even trust nobody worth $1 trillion, bro. I'm not gonna lie. If I were $1 trillion, bro, I'd be talking to God all day, every day. I'll talk to God so much, bro. God be scared for my life. Then they got you all on TV everywhere. I'm always be thinking somebody trying to kidnap me. You don't drive no car. I don't trust you as my driver. Damn, cuz.
This boy said Waymo. You gonna trust the Waymo.
Bro, $1 trillion. $1.2 trillion is what this man is worth, bro. I'm not saying that's too much money. I'm just saying, like, damn, that's a lot of money. Like, bro, look how his net worth went, though, bro. He went from being worth 300 billion to 1.2 trillion. Imagine waking up Thursday, you like, yeah, I'm worth 300 billion. Friday, yeah, I'm worth 200 billion. I'm worth 1.2 trillion. Imagine that. Like you go to bed Thursday, like, damn, I'm worth 300 billion. I'm the richest man in the world. I'm worth 300 billion now. That's cold-blooded. You wake up Friday, by noon, you're worth 1.2 trillion. You're worth 1.1 trillion. You wake up Tuesday, you're worth $1.3 trillion. Bro, all that happened in 3 days. Somebody says it's too much money. I don't know if it's, how can you say it's under too much money for somebody to have? I'm not that person. I'm not never gonna say it's too much money for nobody. That ain't my life. Man, it's way too much money. Who are we to say that's too much money? That ain't for me to say that's too much money for that man. Shit. That's probably why he won't go to Mars. He built that by himself. All y'all, him and the aliens. Let's go a little further, man. Damn. All right. This the one. China takes AI infrastructure underwater. China has launched the world's first operation underwater AI data center off the coast of Shanghai. Roughly 2,000 servers sit inside a sealed submarine-grade steel modules 35 meters below the surface, using seawater for cooling, cutting energy use by 90%, powered by offshore wind. The $226 million project went live in June of 2025 and now handles 7,000 AI queries per second, right? Supporting systems tied to DeepSeek. While China pushes AI computing into extreme environments, similar U.S. projects were halted in 2024 because Google was trying to do it at first, underscoring a new frontier in global AI infrastructure competition. Bro, you know why they got to do this, bro? Because, bro, like, this don't make sense. The energy that this needs, the cooling that this needs, but I'm going to tell you something. Nah, they about to mess up our oceans.
Bro, we seen this movie before, bro.
They about to mess up these oceans. Because Google tried to do it in 2024. Google had it. They was doing it, but then they was like, damn, all right, bet. I don't know why it stopped, but they going to go back to it now. Because there's no way to cool this stuff down. Here's what they realized, bro. They know it's only getting, they can't slow down. They're at a point now, there's an inflection point where we can't slow down. We got to just keep going. And we got to improve along the way. That's where they at right now. That's why they going to Mars. They trying to find, they know, bro, we so far gone, greed not going to let them slow down. Greed not about to let them slow down. Damn. They in the ocean now. Polar bears gonna get affected. Fish, whales, now they gonna mess with the sea. Man, we done for it, bro. We cooked.
Fried fricassee.
Now all your food gonna have AI exposure. Let's go a little further, man. All right. Ice Cube from Half Court to Wall Street. Ice Cube is now taking his big 3-on-3 basketball league public at $290 million valuation. The league, which he founded in 2017 with Jeff, has entered a merger agreement with Special Purpose Acquisition, which is a SPA, the company GRAF Global Corp, and is expected to close to Q4 2026, trading under the ticker symbol TONT. This move would make Big Three the first traditional basketball sports league in the U.S. to become publicly traded, allowing fans and investors to own equity in the innovative league featuring former stars. I'm not mad at that, Cube. That's a big boy move right there, man. Go public, Cube. Go after your billionaire status, dog. Go after your billionaire status, dog. Because you start trading at 290, you don't need but what, 710? Man, that ain't nothing but the stock price. That's a 2-year rally there. I'll get on every show. Hey, come on, Trapping Tuesdays, Ice Cube, so we can talk about it. We get the trappers invested. Somebody tell Cube, come over here, man. We would love to talk to him about the whole IPO process, what that look like. We get the trappers invested. Come on, man. I'll be a ambassador. Y'all can sponsor Trapping Tuesday. Sponsor Trapping Tuesday. This week's Trapping Tuesday is sponsored by Big Three, ticker symbol TONT. Here's how we doing finances. Here's what the finances look like. We can do that. Shareholder value.
Or they just gonna clip that up right there and run it. But either way,
copyright infringement.
Come on in.
Come on in, man. Come on in. All right, let's go a little further. All right. Meta just went from news feed to Battlefield feed. The company behind Instagram and WhatsApp is now building gear for Battlefield. In 2025, Meta partnered with Andrew. Somebody offered me to get into this company. So pay is supposed to be big. The defensive startup funded by Palmer Luckey, the same guy who created Oculus, sold it to Meta, and got pushed out years later. Now they're back together building AR war systems for the U.S. Army. The result is Eagle Eye, a helmet that drops an AI partner straight into a soldier's field of vision, maps, teammates, positions, and live drone feeds, and AI identified targets, all floating over the real world. It's built to let soldiers command drones and bots just by looking at them. The Army has already put $159 million behind it, with around 100 prototypes shipping in 2026. The line between social media company and weapons manufacturer just disappeared. That's what I'm talking about, Mark. Take it to the next level. Take it to the next level. Take it to the next level, Mark. That's what I'm talking about. Go get your money. Get your money up, Mark. And remember, AI and defense is a thing. Let's go a little further. All right, oil prices have fallen below $80 a barrel. Now, this is strenuous right here. For the first time since March. Although details aren't public, the deal with Iran reportedly requires the full reopening of the Strait with a 60-day negotiation period to follow on issues such as Iran's nuclear program and long-term control of the Strait. Now, Trump did say that he want to make this, Trump did say that he wants to let the Congress see the deal. The biggest issue people is having with Iran having a nuclear program, but a 60-day negotiation period, the Strait open back up, all running around, that could be a big deal for the market. And remember, there's a lot of, that can help inflation come down, because if tankers start moving, and we've been there for 5 months now, but if tankers start moving, we can start getting oil in, then that's why I'm gonna tell you something now that I'm thinking about it, it was so important for him to get this done, work on getting this done before the Fed meeting, because that's what he's gonna talk about tomorrow. I can always guarantee the Fed gonna say something about, with the Strait open back up, with the deal with Donald Trump, inflation could come down. He gonna use it as a catalyst for why we could cut rates. I can almost guarantee you that. I can almost guarantee you that. So let's be watchful of that. Let's go a little further. So that was good, man. Man, good show, man. So we had a good show this week. That was a good way to end it. I like that. I want us to take advantage of this opportunity that we have, y'all. I want us to be grateful for it, but I want us to walk in it, y'all. I need us to put our paranoia to the side. I need us to really lock in on what's important. I need us to really lock in on this opportunity that we have. I truly think we got like about 4 years from now to 2030 is an amazing time. I think that anybody can be a millionaire between now and then. But you're going to have to make some tough decisions. You're going to have to put some real things to the side, because the market ain't going to never stop printing money. The problem is, and the issue is going to be, are we going to step into the situation that we can start printing money with it? Right? If you're in a Patreon, you already know we print money. Like, that's what it is. But it don't mean that we haven't lost some trades along the way. But we win way more than we lose, and our buy and holds are strong. And that's kind of what I want y'all to look at with this. Don't look at the losses that you take. Learn from them, but keep on going, because you are not, and you don't got to invest in a lot. Just invest in leading technology companies. Anything that's wrapping around AI, learn that AI ecosystem like the back of your hand. We got enough content about the AI ecosystem that you can learn from it. Go check the video we just dropped on YouTube. That's another part of the ecosystem that y'all need to look at. Other than that, man, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. This is episode 198. Let's lock into it. Let's get into it, y'all. Let's make money. Let's turn our last name into an asset. Make sure you join the Patreon. The link gonna be in the chat. We love that. We want to beat the market. Come join the Patreon for sure. Get your merch for sure. And get your tickets to the event, man. We got a couple seats left before we shut that down. I can almost guarantee you by next week we'll be finished. We ain't gonna make it to next week, because I already know how that's about to go. We're gonna shut that down. They're gonna hit that. So that being said, man, I love y'all. Y'all have a good night. Thank y'all for tapping in. Salute.